Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
They're not doing it all.
Very good.
I am the host, right?
E.
Uranus Farm. Uranius, rather.
While it's starting up, I'm gonna update my settings.
Why does it put the code on the screen?
Oof.
Why does it just do that? That's so fucking annoying.
Where's the chat?
Whatever,
There
I guess it
is.
doesn't really matter. I'll just copy it and send it to you. I want Stardew Valley with Pokemon music.
Yes.
But like all the cool Pokemon music.
What up, Rainin'?
Rainin'! It's raining men! Hallelujah! XD! This is the new edition of Pokemon. Hell yeah!
Connection failed.
That's dumb. Stop being dumb.
I'm trying.
You better.
I'm using all my brain cells to not be dumb, but unfortunately I don't have enough to do that. It seems 3 isn't quite good enough.
Apparently it is, because you managed to join.
Yes, I
wait, it's
manifested
Sunday.
a 4th.
Queen of Sauce? You're going to break into Pierre's house?
Yes, I am. With you. We're gonna commit crimes.
Crimes, huh?
Yes. Crimes against humanity.
Why haven't we streamed for some time? Well, we have. We've just been doing it at weird times because I have work. I have a full-time job. That's so why.
And I don't.
Yeah. I have a gold star parsnip. We need to plant more seeds, and you need to water some plants.
Yes. I have my copper watering can ready.
Yes, dear.
Stardew Valley. Yes, it is.
Yeah, G. I'm gonna give Gump this dwarf scroll.
Ah, I see. You have a stream name too.
We have a what?
At least you're planting it with me and not in me.
The fuck is a job? I wish. Yeah, planting your seed. Yep. And I'm gonna plant some seeds.
And now
See?
the stream
Not
title has
clickbait
been
here.
fulfilled.
Ah, go away.
Mine is possibly clickbait.
Water this one too, pussy. You forgot to stream today? Oh, rip. It's okay. You don't have to stream like all the times.
Nah.
I'm gonna sell my parsnips.
I still want to stream to Twitch, but I need to change my my Twitch name. I just don't know what I'm gonna change it to.
Pickle dill.
Wow.
Dilkle Rick. Dickle Rick.
Man, I'd love to, but Twitch would ban me so fast.
Yeah. Okay, we're about spring foraging.
I need more iron. And then I need more iron ores.
Well, we just think the same thing.
Yes. And we will not
It's
acknowledge
Haley's
it because it's
birthday.
dumb.
An invasive crab species is living in the local mine, threatening to native wildlife. If you want some money, come to Pierre's shop.
Yes.
You're gonna go to the mines anyway. Sup, Georg?
I need another chub as well for that task thing.
I think that's
However,
on our other thing.
oh, was it? Alright. Haley's birthday, I don't care.
Oh, I got a
Kill 4
geode
of them,
from the
nice.
trash.
Ooh.
Mine diamonds, yeah. Oh wait, we have rewards. Oh, for summer.
Mm.
Dun, dun. Oh, we got a new reward,
Nice.
and it's a starfruit seed. Clint, I have
Ooh, a
thing for
leek.
you.
I'm gonna keep this one around for like gifts, because I assume we'll be tabling gifts.
Minecraft stream win. I don't know.
I'd like to, but the only way we can be on the same server is with realms, which, I mean,
Or
Mag has one, right?
Atronos is garbage.
Yeah.
I want to join, but I'll just make big phallic structures because I'm a mature 18-year-old. Bro, I'm a mature 20-year-old. I make massive phallic structures, okay?
Yes.
Oh my god, do you remember the big black dick I made on our server that one time with the spikes?
On top of a certain house.
Oh, wasn't it Jesus' house?
Yeah. Created
We made
parkour out of it.
shitloads of them. We made a ton of dicks. Oh yeah, I made a parkour course.
You put
And I couldn't
campfires
do
on one of them.
I couldn't complete it. Oh yes, I put campfires on it so that it would go. Oh,
Ooh,
man,
lots of copper down here.
Okay, Dylan.
Uh,
Give me the garbage hat, damn it.
yeah, I don't know exactly how realms work, but I know we can't get mods on them, so, or plugins or anything. If it weren't for that, I would definitely do that, though.
Horseradishes in the forest, taking them so I can make money. Hey Leah, you're a cunt. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Haha.
Suck my humongous pee-pee. What's your name? Humongous. Did you just...
Humongous.
Was that sexual harassment? Was that sexual harassment? Do you remember that?
Back when H3 was cool. Now he'd be the one yelling at Hugh.
Mungus?
Yes.
Among Us? Amogus?
Amogus.
Humogus.
What is your name? Amogus.
Amogus. Is that sexual harassment?
No, it's my name. Amogus. This man just abused a woman. Amogus.
That's just my name. Hugh. Uh-huh.
Mogus.
Humogus. Fuck. Humogus. Please stop saying Amogus. I can't do this anymore. Started Valley again. Let's go. What are we doing today in this poggers of a stream? That hurts. I can get a cave carrot, I can get an egg, I can get a puffer fish, I can get an apricot sapling, I can get a rare seed, I can get coconuts, I can get fertilizer, I can get bug meat, I can get another horseradish, I can get a purple office chair, or I can get the recipe for the wedding ring.
I don't know, man. They all sound pretty poggers. Sk 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 and I oop and I oop.
I'll buy one fertilizer and something else. Don't that the P word, that's racist. I'm sorry for thatting the P word. I'll never do it again.
Poggers is becoming a slur.
Poggers! Is the money shared? Yes. I spend it as I please.
Yes.
I'm gonna put the quality fertilizer in a chest, and we're not gonna table it ever. Are we clear?
Yes, it is just going to be put in a chest for safety reasons.
Safe keeping. Not communists.
I'ma eat the leek.
Damn it, that's awful. I'm gonna start doing that. Ooh, more horseradish.
Ooh.
Ooh, a leek. What is your name?
Mogus. I don't even know why a Mogus is funny.
It just fucking is, man.
Like, literally, what about it is funny?
What level are you on, Forehead?
43.
Oh, the slingshot. No.
I'm on 43 and I've got very little energy left.
I'm on my way.
I need this silver.
I have gift.
Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
Here, let me just take out these boys. Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank ya. It's delicious.
A Mogus everywhere. Come here.
Get a Mogus. Iron. That's pretty poggers if you ask me.
That's pretty poggers, man. I need copper because I want to upgrade my pickaxe.
I have some on me.
Hot.
Oh.
Mogus.
Amoongus.
Amoongus. Hey, I see the ladder.
Ooh.
Nice.
There's an amethyst down here.
Make it into soup. Monster allies. That would be so cool.
Ooh.
Cook that batwing. Oh, don't make me hungrier than I already am, man.
Start a whole new virus.
I spent an hour and a half up to 2 hours today, fucking making, sorry, did you say there's amethyst down here? Oh, you did. Making a homemade frozen vegetable mixture. It took me a long time, and I am hungry. Bitch, where the fuck did you go? Oh, I found you.
Hello.
Hey, bud. Oh, get wrecked. Oh, you trapped. Oh, you got trapped. Come on, buddy. Die time.
I am officially out of energy.
Cool, I got a jade and a winter root.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's almost nighttime anyway.
Yeah. There's no way we'd get down 5 levels.
Guts. At least we got down to here.
Yeah.
We
made it down to a whole new region.
Yeah? Why?
Weird thing on the search bar? What's weird?
Wait, weird thing in the... Wait, what? No, okay, no. I thought he said the weird thing called the YouTube search bar, and I was like, am I being attacked? I need to give Gunther the jade and the amethyst.
Oh. Alright, what am I gonna sell
that
now?
sounds interesting. Just one single speech mark?
I'll sell the amethyst, my quartz, my earth crystal.
Oh, sure, you sell the amethyst.
Oh.
It's like, I'll sell my iron.
I'm gonna give you all my copper. I've got 35 of it for you. Or I'll put it in. I'll put it in this one, along with all this stuff.
In here. I'm gonna just
take
put shit in here.
These in tomorrow.
Winter root is important, so I put it in this chest. I'm gonna need to organize our chests.
Yeah. We'll have to organize the whole house.
Oh, you put the winter root in here? Okay, I could sell mine. This would have been previously useful information.
While I'm in this, I'm gonna go to the YouTube search bar and type in 1 period. Oh, the like autofill thing is a mess. That's a lot of emojis.
Oh, we still have these on. Let's turn those off.
Oh yeah, you turn you type in just a period, and all the autofill stuff is just weird spam and garbage.
There's a lot of like Arabian stuff.
Yeah.
The floor is lava challenge.
There's a lot of strange looking videos all titled full stop punctuation. Selecting the third bar. Dot dot soccer ball plus toucan or penguin or whatever plus coffee plus tree plus elephant.
Yeah, what is that? Then heart emojis, flower, sparkles, lollipop, unicorn, drunk face, sparkling hearts, circling stars.
I don't know what
Rainbow,
any of this is.
monarch, butterfly, fairy, female, kiss A.
I have no idea what this is.
What is this? That is almost pornographic.
That's pretty normal YouTube stuff.
Video thing?
What if I go for one of the Arabian ones or whatever? That's disturbing. I see.
I found a pretty interesting animation channel.
That's cursed.
What?
The first Arabian one that comes up. All the thumbnails and everything, every single thing here is just cursed. Second one isn't second one that shows up isn't as bad, but it never mind, it's also extremely cursed.
Sacrificing a little girl to Satan.
Yeah, that's all cursed.
There's anime butt, nice.
The one beginning in whatever that is.
That's a weird Peppa Pig one. What are anime girls?
Okay, that's the first one that shows up. I see you got long boy at first.
Hell?
Meat Canyon. Of course, Meat Canyon shows up in it, and the Shrek movie from YouTube Movies.
There's just some really weird.
This is weird.
Shit.
Oh, is that actually that video? I hope that's not on YouTube.
What video? Is it the guy who's shooting himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope someone didn't just straight up upload that to YouTube, because I know exactly what that.
It's a thumbnail, because I don't see anything else.
Yeah, it doesn't
like a lot of dancing and stuff.
It's not auto.
There's a bogus.
Oh, bruh. I don't want to click onto that one, mainly because I'm on stream, but.
Yeah, nah, it's just a Mogus. The 1444 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's nothing.
Okay, good. Wouldn't be surprised. People can manage to upload a lot to YouTube before it gets taken down.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We cannot explore this together. We'll get banned off YouTube.
Yeah. Then there's, like, Tom with a bloodied knife. Like, cutting off Jerry's head. What is this? Pocoyo, what are you doing?
Pocoyo, no. What if I go for the Morse code plus emojis? Ah, I see. More of this weird garbage. How? Who discovered all this? Why is this a thing?
There's a lot of stuff with like pretty much the same title and then a couple other things written afterwards.
Yeah. What about dot dot heart?
Oh yeah, there's Meat Canyon.
I mean, I'm not
Oh,
surprised
two
these
Meat
are.
Canyon
Oh,
ones.
that's not something on YouTube. It may
What?
be a horror short film, but that thumbnail, that's got booba.
What did you? What one is it?
The dot dot heart heart.
Dot dot heart heart. I
Oh,
don't
and there's a
hate that
Minecraft
one.
version of it. Here, I'll copy paste what was searched into Discord so that your chat doesn't see. Boop.
Mm.
This is
Yeah, it just says
strange.
hearts still in.
Oh. It little heart emoji. It let me copy them. I copied them from YouTube, so that's
Because you
weird.
put them in, when you put them in Discord, it turns it into
Yeah.
the colon things.
If I... Why does it do that? Rude.
Send me the link and I'll just go through the channel.
Through their channel. Wait, let me...
Oh, you could take a fucking screenshot.
Yeah.
This is really strange. What about this? Or like this? Or like this?
There we go.
Oh, there's there's a lot of equal signs, and that's how they try to find like full movies. Oh,
It's
right,
got
my kids stuff.
Yeah, it's got 13 million views and 6 years old, so I guess, like, you know, whatever. It's film, it's art, it's fine, but I don't know.
Boobs in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
The angel versus devil emojis.
The Arabian text one, though, those ones are cursed.
I don't see any angel versus devil emojis. I wonder if I put enough. Whoa, what is this? These are all Arabian soldiers? Yeah.
Like, they all look creepy and everything, but, like, you already know it's some edgy child.
You put
If
in
they
a full stop and it says .22 rifle is one of the ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
.223?
I'm seeing a lot of just
Shopping
random
tier
dumb
is
channels.
Shark Tank Burst and Busy Mall in China?
What? What up, Donkey Kong? We're exploring a rabbit hole right now.
If I just put enough dots and then a space and then another dot, and then another space, and then another dot, and there's so many emojis on my screen now. That's so weird!
Tonk, you go to the YouTube search bar, you just put in a single period. All of them are cursed. Especially the Arabian text ones.
None of them
Those
actually
ones.
seem that bad. They just seem like a lot of like weird
Yeah.
videos that have
Yeah.
like memes in them that just have like edgy
I have-
thumbnails.
Yeah, I haven't like clicked onto any of them because of, you know, streaming, but the thumbnails, they are all cursed. Oh, I don't have to water today.
Yay!
Ah.
What, you mean you don't want to water?
Yes.
Wow. You're disappointment in our family. You bring dishonor on our family and on
Should
our
I?
cow.
Oh no, not the cow.
Yeah,
Should
on
I
the
like
cow.
should I like clear out all the furniture and stuff in the house so we have room? Except the
That's
table, of
fine.
course.
Why would we need room? For what?
More chests and furnaces and things when we need them. Because I
We can
think
do
we
that another
definitely
time.
will need them soon.
Okay, we
Alright.
have 2 of the crops. So what else do we need? Oh no, we have 3 of the crops. All we need is the collie. We don't need more furnaces though.
I got a daffodil.
You are a daffodil. Cause you're daffodilin'.
Haha.
You joined the server? Oh, very cool. Didn't say you joined. Which server? My server? Whose server? Where? I don't see anyone new. Are you the commie person? I am confused.
Confusion.
I would be careful anyway with edgy memes because we don't want to piss anyone off and have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That is unironically my main reason for doing it. Like, I'm not like, oh man, we have to protect their precious sensibilities. It's more like I really just can't be bothered. Ah, you're the commie dude.
Is this like
commie boy? Yeah,
like
boy.
your server or the stream server or what?
One of the Deathclaw profile picture, very cool. I think my server. The commie person, the one that's been posting memes.
Ah.
Eee, undead commie. Athena's based. A little bit. Sometimes red piled.
Sometimes based, occasionally red piled. Everyone's favorite kind of person.
Oh, there are berries now.
Yee.
Hell yeah, save some of them bitches from me. Your other server is weird. Huh? What other server? Oh, the
be
one with the
fair.
people on it that I don't interact with. Oops.
To be fair, all the servers are weird.
Yeah. What do you mean, Athena? We were watching Meat Canyon, I think. And, he was saying something about, like, he was making a joke about them dang dong dang SJWs. And I made a joke about him being based as in turkey baster and red piled. Am I a serial killer? Next question.
There's no proof
Oh,
yet.
you got the drum too?
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, ancient drum. I don't want you.
Oh.
You're calling the police? I didn't. I played the 5th.
For what reason would you call the police? There's no proof of anything.
Because
There's got to
nothing
be reason to call the police.
Yeah, otherwise you're wasting your time and resources. Oi, what? What cunt? 1 ounce G in the park, fam. Most people in New Zealand are a lot more chill with that kind of thing. You know, the whole, oh my god, you fucking called me a woman without crossing out the E. Whereas, New Zealanders are just like, oi, what's up, cuzzy? What the fuck's up, cunt? You wanna go for some beersies later? Cheer, bro. And that's the women.
Let me
So,
get the
like,
chat back up here. Oh, hello.
hello.
Hello. I just noticed I had 4 viewers and that my chat wasn't up. How y'all doing?
Well, you stopped it. Have you got a license for that knife, mate? England, am I right? British people be like,
Have you got a license for that license?
British people be like, bottle of water. British people be like, you need a license for the TV. You need a TV license. Like, imagine.
British people be...
But at least we don't get shot in the streets or get have AK-47s and getting shot in maths class.
British people be like, you need a license for that license.
British quote people. Yeah.
You got a license for that TV license.
You got a You got a license for that TV license for that license, eh?
You got a license for that channel.
You got a license for that YouTube channel that you're watching there. Oh, it's Russian, mate. The hackers.
You got a license for that McDonald's.
Who let the queen out? Woof, woof, woof. Send out the corgis.
Man, I don't...
water, tea and crumpets.
I hate to get all political, but I don't like corgis.
Corgis are adorable.
I mean, sure, every dog is, but the obsession people have with corgis, I don't like. I find it very annoying.
Yeah, like, I get that. I think, I feel that with pugs, which is obviously not the fault of the pugs, but okay, it's not necessarily because I don't like pugs. It's the same reason I don't like the English Bulldog. It's because they've been bred for a specific purpose, but they're inbred so much that they literally have indefinite health problems.
Yeah, they can hardly exist anymore.
Pugs are gay. You fucking plonker! Quite sad, innit? You don't like that we specially breed our dogs so that they can't fucking breathe? Oh, quite sad, innit? At least we don't get shot in maths class.
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, we don't have any good teeth in our entire fucking country. But at least we don't get shot in maths class with AK-47.
We don't have dentists, and we haven't invented the toothbrush yet.
Is that what they call a toothbrush?
We live in the Stone Ages.
At least we don't legalize the weed with how much damage it does to the societies. Damn, these fucking slimes are so hard to kill. I'm going to die.
Yeah, I think when it comes to dogs, corgis are one of the lesser ones to me. I do not care for them as much as most other dogs.
I almost died.
Oh no.
Where are you? What are you doing?
Collecting the axe.
Oh, I already did that.
I forgot I needed to.
British Grenadiers is so good though, is it?
I don't know what that is.
Me either. I'm gonna go to like 20 because I don't really have the weaponry for anything else.
Fair enough.
I need like a better sword. Haha, get plonked. You fucking druggo. I'm gonna go buy a sword.
How old do you have to be in?
Problem.
How old do you have to be in the UK to like drink and stuff?
I think it's 18. What, Turkey King? What you want, cunt?
One of the few things the UK has that's better than America. Haha.
Proven adventures only. I haven't slayed enough green slimes.
Oof.
But I need a sword. Turkeys? What about turkeys, cunt?
Yes, they are delicious sometimes.
I disagree. I think they're disgusting. I've never had one.
Robin, get back here! I need to give you the axe. Wow.
What?
Robin just walked into a room and the door is still open, but I can't go in to deliver the axe. Thanks.
Then I guess you have to go tomorrow, pussy.
I hate Robin.
Robin's kind of a cunt. She won't let me fuck Demetrius. I love how there's like a thing to date Robin, but I'm like, I don't want to date Robin. Robin sucks. Her character development is literally 0. She's just an annoying mom, and that's her entire plot. Yeah, fight me, Robin stands. You won't.
Robin bad.
You damn right. Haha, get murdered. Where are the green slimes at?
Oh yeah, did the thing have to be green slime specifically?
Yes. Where the fuck they at? Oh my god! Where are they? Give me angry slime.
It seems I found some.
Yeah, well, where?
Level 11.
Wow. Get murdered. Ooh, amethyst. I'm glad I went down instead of just going straight up to level 11. Ooh, and a ore that gave me a topaz. Okay, level 11 you say?
Yes, I've gone down though.
That's okay, I just want the slimes. Oh, it's overrun by monsters. You already killed them all. Man.
I think leaving them, if we both leave the mine and come back, they should respawn, I think.
They have never done that. That's only ever in the skull cave.
Oh.
Green slime!
Hey.
Yay! But now we have to go, so...
Oh.
Fuck you, Dougie. Ace combat game? I don't believe I have.
Just found this stream, but it looks like a good game. It is Stardew Valley, and it is very good.
It also costs money.
Yes.
Because we get that question a lot. It didn't cost you? That's weird. I wonder why. It didn't technically cost me any money because someone gave it to me because they're simping.
Imagine
They
getting
were Homer
free things
simping.
from simps.
Right?
I want free things.
Haha. Imagine not having simps.
I know, right? That's why I'm officially trans. Now I can start an OnlyFans and get simps.
I don't think that's how that works. Pirating is
What are
also
you
relatable?
calling-
Yeah.
You calling me not a real whammon?
Pirating, mate? Oof. Cannot celebrate because it is an independent designer, and independent designers deserve the money.
That's it. It's just a great
Ooh, shut up, juicy!
Yep, that's what happened. Okay, cool.
Legally downloading games from legal sources and paying money legally is very fun most of the time.
No. Honestly, from people like Nintendo and shit, I couldn't care less because they
Yeah.
are millionaire to billionaire corporations. I don't give a shit. But independent creators like Concerned Ape, I think actually deserve the money that they charge.
Yeah. Games like this, you should actually buy it.
Yes. It also, I think, makes the experience better. I feel like
Yeah.
when you, like, pirate a game, the experience is never as good because, I mean, you just can't do as much. Shit just, it's not the same. Oh, at the end of the day, though, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I ain't no one's mommy. I'm gonna give Clint my pick today.
Nice.
Showering is good, yes.
Yeah, the one guy developed this game on his own, and I can't even begin to figure out how to get a mod for it.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying, though. I need to have more time to learn how to code.
Learn to code!
I'm trying as fast as I can.
You better be. I'm gonna go to Clint and get my pickaxe
Nice.
going. And I think I'm gonna spend the day fishing.
Cool.
Wait,
I'm
what do we need
going
for
to-
fish?
All of them.
Wow.
I'm gonna give
That
this
was
to
very
Robin,
quick.
and then I'll check the book. Oh wow, there's 3 leaks right here.
Wow. Oh, up there. Got it.
They were all right next to the minecart. Go take a shower, you stinky, stinky boy.
You stinky, stinky boy. Razzle Dazzle wants to have dust spirits taken care of.
Robin, where are
Dylan's
you?
gonna make that game that finna get 9 mil sold. Yeah!
Oh,
make
that
a
would be
game.
nice.
I wanna make a game, I'm just too dumb.
Ah, no me.
Know me.
I've tried several times.
And?
Couldn't even manage to really start.
Can I not upgrade items yet? Wait. Oh, I'm dumb.
Hmm?
I figured it out. Don't mind me, I'm just dumb.
Oh.
Oh! Thanks for being relatable. Lol. Oh jeez. Oh gee, homie! Bingo bongo, bingo bongo, dee bingo bongo, bink. Lol, imagine pirating. Kick. I've never pirated it in my life.
I know, right? Who would ever do something like that? Haha.
The Sims 4? Dude, okay. It is so fucked up how much money the Sims charge for their, like,
Yeah.
their extra packs. You're literally charging them, like, 5 or 6 games worth. Depending on how many packs there are. I feel like there's more than that. You're charging them, like, every time you release a pack, you charge them the same amount as your actual fucking game for, like, 5 extra things?
Yeah.
And
Like-
in what fucking world is that okay?
What kind of game sells their DLC? Like, most DLC on games is like, at the very most, like a third of the price of the full game. Like,
Yeah.
that's
If
that's
that.
very rare too. It's normally like you buy a game for
And that's
20 bucks,
usually-
get DLC
That's
for
usually
$2.
something on the scale. I don't know about like the game itself, but like if a game's gonna do that, they're gonna be on the scale of Assassin's Creed, and they're gonna add a lot of extra content.
Yeah.
But with The Sims, they only had a couple extra things, some extra items, some different clothes, and maybe a couple different moodlets and abilities, and that's it.
They're like, would you like a pug? That'll be $65, please.
Yeah, more like 89. It's like 127 for The Sims, and then like 89 to 100 per DLC. You're pretty much encouraging people to pirate your game.
Yeah.
Instead of charging like a few dollars or fucking up to maybe 20 at the most, I would say, for the Sims ones, because again, there's really not many. Sup, G?
Hello. Fishing is done.
It's terrible.
Hello.
Hello. No. And then you've got amazing games like this that don't have DLCs and don't charge shit for a more customizable player experience and a lot more fun. And like, yeah, you've got the same NPCs over and over again in this, but it's the same in The Sims. Like, at the end of the day, the best thing about The Sims is that you can build a house.
Yeah. That's all I ever do in it.
And even
I'm always
then, that
just...
gets old very quick.
Yeah. I always just build a house and then I'm done with the game forever.
Yeah. It's absolutely criminal how much they charge per DLC. And it's absolutely ridiculous that people actually go, yes, let's consume.
Imagine being a consumer.
Funny how a lot of DLCs have much more richness and content, meanwhile the game has almost nothing. Yeah, and why is that so common now? Pokemon Sword and Shield. I cannot believe that Sword and Shield had a DLC.
I didn't actually know it did.
You should not have a DLC in Pokemon.
Yeah. That's kind of garbage.
Full stop.
I want to make a game, I want it to be really cool, and I will probably have a couple DLCs if I make a good game, but the DLCs would also be very cool and not extremely expensive.
I love the Blackout Clubs ones, because it's very simple, but they're only like $3.
Yeah.
And it adds like a cool new clothes and everything that just makes things look nifty, and I like them.
Nah,
Oh yeah, I have a coffee.
For DLC, if on a game, for me it would be more like the entire new island they added in this update as a DLC for like a few bucks.
Yeah. Consumers these days are fucking dumb. I know!
Yeah.
I had a cool idea for a game called Nuclear Blackout that I'm technologically retarded. So, you know.
Same.
That sounds interesting. Oh yeah, you know what? The Pokemon Legends things, I am looking forward to. I think an open world historical version of Sinnoh is really cool because they overhype their history in Sinnoh specifically so much. Like, there are 2 entire towns in Sinnoh dedicated to talking about the history of Sinnoh. Which is ridiculous. That being Salacion Town and, the other one, we see Cyrus and he's like, and you have to deliver the thing to Cynthia's grandma. That town. And you've got all the ruins and the tower and all that stuff. And then in Pokemon Gold and Silver, you have, the Pokemon Tower, where it's like, this giant bell sprout was standing here, and then, you know, Sprout Tower, and, you know, and then stuff.
This giant bell sprout stood here, and then it died standing up, so we caved out its insides and made a house.
Yeah, pretty much. And it swings back and forth a lot. I love the idea of Pokemon Legends going into history, and that could be the history nerd in me, don't get me wrong. But it's original! It's original content, and it's not Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
It's original content without trying to be, like, changing the main stream, like the main line of games. Instead of like switching so suddenly from gyms to island challenges and everything, it actually is like something different. Which is why so many people liked Pokemon Ranger and Mystery Dungeon. It's not... People's issues with the new Pokemon games have nothing to do with the fact that they're changing the system or anything like that. It's that they're taking a pre-existing game and removing the fun aspects of it. Like, the entire reason I loved Pokemon so much growing up was because of A, the fact that I could collect all my favorite ones and then a new one would come out and they'd still be there, or there'd be a ton of new ones that looked cool and were fun to use. And the gyms! Dude! The challenge of going up against the Elite Four and having a new struggle every single time, like... And then they put island challenges in and they were the easiest thing ever and no one had any trouble whatsoever, and then everyone hated the games. And people are like, Pokemon fans are so picky, you just don't... You're not happy with anything you get. It's like... It's basic criticism, G. I love Pokemon, but I can't stand their newest games. Funny how they mention, yeah, girl, we married them Pokemon. My man's was too ugly, innit? Yeah. Be honest, you'd marry a Gardevoir.
Not gonna lie, don't think so.
That
Hate
bitch
to
is
break it to
basically
you.
a human. They even have human levels of intelligence and a human-like anatomy. That's not
Yeah,
a
fair
Pokemon.
enough.
That's just a deformed human being with powers.
That's what I've always said about Hariyama.
Yeah, and
That's
Jinx.
just a straight up man.
Hitmonlee is just a wooden man.
Yes.
Video game designs nowadays are dull and boring because they're all the fucking same. Like The Last of Us and everything. It's like, yeah, wow, look at these beautiful upgraded graphics, but they look the same as Mass Effect. And, like, if Metroid was a little more updated, or, God, I can't even think about heaps more. They're all becoming, like, the same, well, look, we're 3D, and so we all look the same kind of situation. I hate that the designs between Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Legend of Zelda... Actually, no, Legend of Zelda's safe. Legend of Zelda's still going strong. Fucking some of the designs in Mario, in all like the anime style games that Nintendo has, they're all using the same models, so they all look the same. Fire Emblem has at least like really interesting outfits and costume design, so it makes it look a lot more detailed, but then you look at the shapes of the heads and the eyes and everything, and it's like, okay, it's the same. Or terrible, like in Sun and Moon, I can't get over it. They did fix the player modeling and everything in Sword and Shield significantly.
They reused a lot of stuff from Sun and Moon, though.
Oh, yeah. Especially Pokemon sprites. Oh, there's another thing about Pokemon I hate, is that the sprites of all the Pokemon... All of them are just, especially things, like, you can see the contrast, especially in Pikachu. The color doesn't change, the posing doesn't change, the sprite itself doesn't change, the lines just get cleaner. Whereas it used to be that every single new game would have a new sprite.
Yeah.
Because you'd have all these different artists, because it's the translation between 2D and 3D isn't the same, and it's so much harder to make a 3D sprite than it is to make a pixel art sprite. Can you even marry a Pokemon canonically? You can't marry anything canonically. You'd rather marry a Gallade than the green waifu? Yeah, but he's got weird hips. He's got the weird football. Like he looks like he swallowed Arnold from Hey Arnold. Or Stewie Griffin.
I wish they gave them all new sprites with each game. There's a good meme of that. Here, I'll just post it here. A good old meme with the sprites.
Snorlax, you fat motherfucker, it took you 15 fucking years to stand up. Are you fucking shitting me right now?
They all line up so perfectly.
No, and then like you can compare things like Phasmophobia and everything, where like the models and everything are different, the designs are different, but the idea is exactly the same. And they reuse like each other's textures and everything for items, like Phasmophobia and that other game that's made using the same the modeler. They've got like the same lights and the same carpets, the same welcome mat, the same lamps, the same chairs and everything, and it's just like, it's really boring. Marrying Pokemon canonically would mean that you're committing bestiality. Or are they committing bestiality because they're a lot more intelligent than us in some cases?
Yes, and a lot of them are just straight up humans anyway. Like, you trying
And
to
a lot
tell
of them
me...
are gods!
You trying to tell me in this world, human males wouldn't have gone extinct already just simply because of Machoke and Machamp?
Raiden says bestiality is base!
But yeah, you trying to tell me Machoke and Machamp wouldn't cause male human extinction?
You'd marry Jesus any day? I mean, it's free wine.
Of course. Free bread and wine every day.
Yeah, literally. You'd be set, bro. You'd never have to spend money again. I'd marry Jesus for the money. I'm not a gold digger till it comes to Jesus. You bet Jesus is dummy thick. If he shaved his beard, maybe. No, but he'd look so wrong without the beard. But I just don't like facial hair.
Also, you could travel the world without having to pay for a single plane ticket. You'd literally just walk over the ocean.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, and then a lot of there's a lot of cool concepts and everything of games floating around, but a lot of them look the same. Like, or like very, very similar, because again, the translation between 2D and 3D is very hard to get original designs. The Blackout Club, I think, did really well on getting original designs, but that's because most people don't make kids in their games, especially games like this. Hades is really cool, Monster Prom is really cool, but that's because they're artists working on them, like actual artists, not just game designers. I like Castle Crashers because, again, it's very different, but it's very simple. Amogus is just literally just the paint app. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was really cool, but again, they have, like, if you compared all the Assassin's Creed games, the last 2 or 3, and then God of War, I think you see a lot of similarities in the modeling. Then you've got funny shit like Human Fall Flat, which is just a mess.
That game's good. I wish people made more maps for it.
Yeah, right? Because it's really fun, but everything's the same.
It just became people's anime theater.
Yeah. Which I guess if it works, right?
Yeah. That's right, everyone. In Human Fall Flat, 90% of the workshop maps you find, it's literally just a big flat map with a giant screen playing whatever anime. That's what the game is used for now.
Alcrid, why in the fuck when I join all I fucking hear is Amogus?
You got a problem with Amogus?
Yeah, man. But I can't really think of a new game coming out that I'm looking forward to because of how it looks.
I need to learn to code already. I want to make one. And I want to make the mod for the Stardew because it would be cool. And now Alfred would be able to join too.
Ooh.
I want to give us like custom characters to play as, like we can play as our D&D party members.
Yes! What about gameplay? Gameplay is extremely important in the game.
I'll grab
If-
the watering can.
I'm trying to think of some that I'm specifically looking forward to. Ooh, there's a Brewers bundle. Very cool.
Ooh.
I mean, gameplay-wise, I am looking forward to the new Pokemon games. I know that they're pretty much going to be the same thing. That being the remakes, right? But I'm still looking forward to them, and they might actually be the reason I get a Switch. Because if I do get a Switch, I plan to get Mario Kart, Let's Go, Eevee, or Pikachu.
I have Eevee.
Then I'll get Pikachu, I guess, even though I like Eevee better. And then, but you can't evolve them, right? How annoying. You don't care how it looks as long as it plays well? I can't do that. If a game looks terrible, I cannot physically enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I am a very visual person.
I don't
And
like to
it
look at
definitely
ugly
makes a
things.
bad first impression if your game is the ugliest piece of shite on God's green earth, you know?
Yeah, I just don't like looking at ugly things, so like...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Turkey King, but I've had to disable your face cam. No, I'm sorry, that's mean, that's mean.
Oh, and I can't... Wait, we now know when the new map comes out? March 30... Is that for, Phasmo?
For Amogus.
Oh, for a Oh, true! Okay, I might have to download it then. Re-download it, I should say. I got us some speed grow.
Nice. I'm gonna go to the mine and get some more,
Yeah, so I'll get...
silver.
Let's Go Eevee. I can't go mining. Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu. I'll get... I just don't know if I can justify getting Sword or Shield, but I really want to give it a solid shot like I did with Sun and Moon.
Normally I
So
would
with
agree.
Sword and Shield, I know I don't like it, and I've played a little bit of it, and it was just ugly and not that good. I still feel compelled to give it a go. If I can find it cheap as like secondhand, maybe I'll get it.
Yeah, I think that would be decent to give it a try,
Yeah.
but normally I would agree that it would be good to, like, I'd always give one of the games a try, even if I hear that it's terrible, but that one was somehow bad enough that I still haven't finished it. Like, I'm still pretty early into it, but I just can't bring myself to keep going.
That's fair. And then I want to get Legends Arceus, and then I want to
Yes.
get the Diamond and Pearl remakes.
I really hope those turn out well. Especially Diamond and Pearl.
I've been considering maybe getting Stardew on the Switch, because you can, can't you?
Yeah.
Some Zelda games, because Zelda is always going to be good.
Yes.
Like, whoever is the director of the Zelda games is really doing a good job. I really want to, maybe for a stream when I finish my, my new single player thing, maybe I'll do the Minish Cap, Legend of Zelda, or maybe I'll play another Pokemon game, we'll see. Should really take a shower, you should. Bye-bye. Should get Valheim, I don't know what that is, I have heard of it.
Yeah.
It all comes down to, I spend most of my day at work. So I wake up at 11:50, I spend most of my day at work, I go to the gym, usually, sometimes. I come home, I cook, and I hang out with Dill, and then I go to sleep. So when it comes to games, I like to make sure that I can play it with Dill. Which, even though I love Hades to death, is I think why I haven't picked it up in a really long time.
I don't know why I haven't played it recently. I beat Final Man once, but I know there's stuff that you're meant to do, like you're supposed to go through it multiple times.
100 times, yeah. Hades is amazing because it is so story rich, and there are so many different dialogue options.
I enjoy
Like-
the game very much. And
There's a ridiculous amount of dialogue in it, and it seems I have not had a repeating dialogue since I started playing it.
I'm actually really surprised that I like the gameplay, because I usually hate roguelikes.
No, it's so fun though.
Yee.
No, so fuck, it's Wednesday. When I think about getting a game, I always try to take into account playing with Dylan. It's a multiplayer Viking survival, and is it expensive? Is the second thing I think about, because I don't have much money. Even with Patreon and full-time job, like I pay $200 in rent, and then I have to pay $100 in debt because I got a loan, and then I have to spend at least $20 a week to save up for the gym membership. And then I have like a bunch of I have Discord, Spotify, and so on, because I need Spotify for the gym, because otherwise I just have no motivation whatsoever. And then Discord, I do use all the emojis and everything outside of servers, so I need those.
I mean, something you can do for
And I
Spotify.
Try to support. I try to support my friend Gerber, because he is an independent artist and he is amazing, and we support each other as much as possible. He's a patron to me and I am a Twitch sub to him, because that's what friendship be. And then I have some other fucking subscription that I forget about until it fucking finds me. So like money is probably the biggest factor in it. The biggest. So when things come on sale, I'll usually take a look at them. And then, last but not least, motivation. I actually think I need to hook up PayPal to my payment method again, because it's not working. Or, I don't know if it's working. We'll have to check that after the stream. It's only 1 gig. It's $20 US. That is a lot of money to me.
Yes.
What do you mean,
for
only?
a game? I can't afford that.
You can afford it better than I fucking can.
Ah. I can
Yeah,
afford
and then on top
nothing.
of that, obviously, I have to buy food. Forgot about that, but I have to buy food. It's only 1 gig and in beta. I don't want to buy a game when it's unfinished. Like, you know, the last time I did that, when I bought a beta game, I bought it and then they didn't update it ever again. And the time before that, I fucking bought it and they updated it and it made it incredibly bad. I might give it a go if I can get the money together, but it's probably not going to be for a few months. Unless I really like the sound of a game, I don't think I'm going to be buying any games for the next couple months until Armageddon's been, because I'm trying to save as much as I can. I'm even hardly putting any money in the Canada fund. Like, I need to hit Becca up about that, eh?
Oh yeah.
I just don't know how to ask people to start paying me back. It's $700 though.
Yeah, that can't just be left alone.
No. I'll check it out, Alcode, but you know, money. How do I even ask her about paying me back? Because I don't want to be pushy. Bye bye, TK. Like, I don't want to be like, yo, bitch, where's my money?
Honestly, at this point, I don't think it would even come as a surprise.
What do you mean?
Like, it's been a while now.
Yeah, but Rick has only just moved back in.
Hmm.
And things are a little unstable with work and everything for her. But I do need that money. And if she winds up leaving her job, you know, because she's hating it. Everyone is fucking threatening to leave right now.
Understandable.
There's so many people. When Becca says that if shit doesn't get sorted out, she's going to resign, you know shit's bad. Because she loves my supermarket. I got a pirate sword.
Very cool.
I don't know, like, I don't even mind if she only pays me back $10 at a time, you know? Like,
It's better than nothing.
yeah, it'd take her a long time to pay back, but 70 weeks to be exact. But still, you know? And then it just the whole asking for money.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost like my mother raising me not to ask for shit. It was actually detrimental to me instead of being beneficial. Wow, who would have ever guessed? Sorry about spending a bunch of money. I'm giving people presents.
That's fine.
I wasn't actually sorry. I just said it to be nice. No,
kinda
you
figured.
guys can't leave. I bought these for you. Yep, go. Hey, wait. Marnie, there we go. And Shane, thank you. There we go. It's 6 people who have received gifts. Do you have any suggestions on how to approach the woman? I want to text it because obviously I'm a gigantic pussy.
Fair enough. I guess just kind of go with a reminder sort of thing first. Because, I mean, by the sounds of it, it's been a while since it's even been brought up.
Just like, yo, what's up, G? Was just wondering if you know when you'll be able to start paying me back. It just sounds really like...
Nah, it sounds fine.
I don't know, like... I don't know.
Uh-oh, run. Oh no. Oh no. Will I even make it? Looks like just barely. Hello.
Yo, G, it was J-Dubs. If you know when you'll be able to start chucking some monies into the account, smiley face. Does that sound natural?
Yes.
Do I add anything?
Nah, I think that's good.
Maybe paying back monies? Totally forgot. Haha. It just feels really passive aggressive.
Nah.
Yeah, but she
Wait.
like reads things wrong from me all the time. Even when I'm speaking to her in person, because I am bad at explaining words.
Oof.
152.30.
I mean, if that can be seen as passive aggressive, I don't think there is a way that won't sound passive aggressive.
Yeah, I sent laughing emojis. It should all be okay. I understand why it is difficult for her, but also it's $700. You can buy cat ears from the hat shop. I love that.
Ooh.
If you get at least 5 hearts with 5 people. Rain!
Rain! Yay!
Pickaxe is ready. Ooh. Willie wants to see me. Sweetie, can you replant some seeds, please? And then when you're done, can you tell me how many more we need?
Alright.
And I'll just buy some. Lots of things to sell. Don't worry, I forgot about. Yeah, I will pay you back. I know. See, she read it wrong.
Bye.
It's like, I haven't forgotten about you. It's like, yeah, but you also haven't started paying me back.
Yeah, if that's read wrong, then that's on her. Like, there's nothing passive aggressive about that.
It's like, you're good, but like, where's my money? It's been like 3 months since Christmas. There's not even a cent returned, you know, and I know things are tight, but like, things are tight for me too, so it's not really an excuse. Look, I understand you have a kid, and I am more than happy to look after her when I can, and you know that. So what's the problem? Like, just a thought. I worry about money a lot. Being a Zoomer, I have no idea what I'm doing with my entire life, and having that $5,000 in my account, whether it goes towards going to Canada or helping you get here, or just putting a down payment or a house, you know, like, as long as that money is there, I feel a little more secure, but when it's not there, I feel very insecure, and I find myself taking from it more often. I haven't taken from it in a while, though, because I have that second savings account to distract me.
Nice. No, it's good to have something there as like a backup, just to be safe.
Do you know how many seeds I need?
12. And I'm at the shop right now.
Oh.
What should I buy?
Okay. Oh, I'm getting a cutscene.
That's a cutscene.
It's the Jojamart one, so I can skip it because I don't think there's any options. How long does Collie take to grow?
12 days.
12 days. Nah, we don't have enough time for that.
Here, I'll
buy
let you do
anything
that.
that's like 9 days or less.
Oh.
You can do it.
Alright.
I believe in you.
We don't need anything for bundles or anything then?
Not for crops, nah. Oh, wait, we need parsnips. Golden parsnips, specifically. Gold star.
I will get entirely them.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I need to go get my pick.
I'll actually get 24. So
No,
that we
and I
have
think
a
I
second
have a
set to go.
very, big anxiety issue revolving around lending money. Because as,
Same.
as we all know, or maybe we don't, but as Dylan and I know at least, I grew up very poor. On the brink of homelessness, pretty much, and we only managed to scrape by the hair on our assholes. So, money is a big issue to me. I'd like to be a landlord. Elliot's gonna be a landlord very soon. Like,
Nice.
hopefully he's already sorting it out, and he's 19. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone can manage that.
Because he was brought up with the knowledge he needed to get through life. You know?
Can't imagine.
I never was. Like, his mom was responsible with her money and is a real estate agent, and his dad is some big businessman. His dad's not really around, mind you, but still, right? And then his older brother purchased his own house himself, so like there's actually a background of like responsible money handling in his family, whereas my mum gambled all of my stepdad's business money away. So and we never got taught anything like that, so no one in our family really knows what we're doing with money. Which is, again, why I'm so scared of lending money or just not having enough money.
Yeah, and the whole still not being paid back any of the 700 thing, I imagine, doesn't help with that.
No, it definitely creates a sense of anxiety that I am not entirely used to. And the only reason I lent it to her is because I know that eventually she will pay me back. It doesn't stop me from being anxious that she won't.
I have good reason to be anxious about that.
Why?
Because for me, there's a good chance I wouldn't be.
By, like, anyone in the family? What about your mom?
I think I would in that case, but pretty much...
To be honest, I am also of the opinion that if you have to borrow money from your kids, you shouldn't have had those kids in the first place because you couldn't afford to have those kids.
Yeah.
Especially in a large family.
That has only ever happened here once, and it was because of some fraud thing that happened.
Didn't she also leave a card at home?
Oh yeah. That was just, like, literally just until getting home, though.
I know. I'm not just saying specifically with you. Like, just having to borrow money from your kids is fucking... It's trash.
Should I buy a better fishing rod?
If you want to. I'm in the mines.
Very cool.
Yeah. Like, I know a lady that has to borrow money from her kids all the time, and I just... Like, I understand how hard it is to be broke, but your kid should never have to worry about your financial stability, at least until you are old and cannot physically work anymore.
Yeah,
or disabled, or something like that, because that's not your fault, you know? Unless it is, because you were fucking doing drugs or some dumb shit like that. But most of the time, that's not really the case.
Yeah, this situation, this situation I consider an exception because of the circumstances where it was only a small amount that was temporarily needed, and it was only because there was suddenly a lack of $4,000.
I also think this one will apply to your family. Sorry, not sorry. If you don't have the room to give your like almost adult children their own room, no.
Yeah.
Just no. You shouldn't be having that many kids if you cannot house that many kids as they grow older. Have some foresight. If you're like, Is there enough room in this house for 7 kids, a grandparent or 2, and 2 parents? No, then I shouldn't be having 7 kids.
Thing is, it was literally like, I was told that quite a few.
Were
The
accidents?
situation was essentially, yeah. Like,
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
the thought process was literally just, nah, it'll be fine this time, don't worry about it.
No!
Yeah.
That's their own fault still. That isn't an excuse. It'll be fine this time, don't worry about it. It's like that's probably the leading cause of this situation in the first place.
Because everyone knows the one method that always works
Oh, the
every
pull-out
time.
method, really?
They're like, nah, it'll be fine this time.
God, that's stupidity. Like,
Yeah.
no offense, parents-in-law, but come the fuck on. We were taught since we were fucking in middle school, we all know that you're getting to the age where you're gonna have sex even though you're not supposed to. So at least be safe about it. Is that not common sense? Then again, my
One
my
would think.
niece. 16. And they're worried about us. I'm just like, don't worry. I actually know what I'm doing with that, at least specifically. I'm not gonna be a fucking idiot and have unprotected S-words with anyone. As long as it's consensual, it is protected. I assure you.
Yes.
No exceptions. It's like, except that one time. There are always accidents that happen, like sometimes it breaks or sometimes it just doesn't work. Even though if both of you are taking contraception or using contraception in any way, there's pretty much a 0.01% chance that anything's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you know, if for some reason it fails, then I understand, right? But then you have to be responsible in another way. Can you afford these kids? Do you have enough room for these kids? If not, you've got other options, and I'm not just suggesting you yeet the baby. I mean, you know, like, there is adoption, there's private adoption, and then there's the public adoption system, which I don't agree with, personally, because it's garbage, but, it's an option. It's a shit option, but it's an option. Or you can do private adoption. There are a lot of parents who are desperate for kids. A lot of adults desperate for kids, and they can't have any, and they will do anything to adopt. However, the worst part about adopting privately is that you can't actually... Ooh, this is not bad. You can't actually do background checks on them or anything. At least to me, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Or there is, if you were to choose to, there is abortion.
Yes, you either go for that, you keep going for that 0.01 chance, and if it fails, you always have what I like to call the closet technique, where basically you go into the closet, you grab your nice coat off the hanger, you put it on, and then you bring that hanger out with you.
Still. Also, a fun argument for legalizing the abortion word. It's gonna happen anyway. Would you rather it be done safely?
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it should be used unless completely necessary. Obviously, that's me, and I wouldn't understand because I've never had to do it. Because I'm smart and I know how to use protection. Just saying.
Yeah, Me personally, I've had to do it several times.
I know. And that's... no, I'm kidding. It's very disappointing that I feel like a lot of our young women don't know that there are actually options out there. I think I definitely know a lot of girls who did have to get an A-word abortion, a BBBBB, who when they were talked to about the options, they were like, I wish I knew about options like this earlier because I would never have aborted. Because it's obviously a very traumatic experience.
Money.
Nah, you know what's gross? Rant time, rant time. You know those chicks who will be like, oh really, you want some cauliflower? Are you fucking serious?
Oh, should I
We've got
upgrade
some
my
growing,
watering
we've
can
got
again?
If you want to.
It'll cost 5,000, like... Are you fine with that right now?
I don't mind.
Nice.
I think we had some more sage, right?
Yes, there's, I think, 11 more in a chest.
Cool. Nah, the chicks who, like, get an abortion and they're like, I just had an abortion, party time, fuck them kids,
Yeah.
haha, am I right? Or, it's either a girl or an abortion, and it's just like, gross.
Like,
dude.
okay,
Fucking...
like, I don't know where I stand when it comes to the people whose opinions are like, it is just full-on murder regardless of the stage. However, if that's your mindset, then yes, no matter what, it is straight up murder.
Yeah, right. Oh, there's some here.
Like the one woman that got the earrings, the massive earrings that just had abortion written across them.
Ugh.
Like, Brett, do you really... Is your entire personality abortion?
Right. But then in saying that as well, I have no problem, I've never had a problem with women who get abortions either, because there is nothing necessarily wrong with it, at all. Whatsoever, actually. I understand a lot of people consider it murder, and I understand why.
Yeah.
But that's why I also believe in limiting the stage at which you can get one. Severely limiting the stage at which you can get one, as in a zero tolerance policy for anything else, unless it is for, like, medical purposes. Like, this baby is going to kill you if you have it, and I recommend that you do not have it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, unfortunately, yeah, you're preventing one life from coming into the world and being the next fucking Einstein. They always say, you know, could be the next Einstein, could cure cancer.
But at the
So
same
yes, when you're
time...
preventing the complete unlikelihood that that's gonna happen, your life is worth more than something that has not formed and cannot form basic memories or any tasks or anything yet. You're actually more valuable as a person than the baby.
It's like when they say you're wrong for doing that when that's the situation, you're literally just telling that person that the baby is better than you.
Yeah, you're telling that person that their life is worthless unless they have this baby. And then their life is worthless anyway because you want them to die.
Yeah.
But then, again, there's the chicks that go out and fucking have abortions like it's a party. Like they go to the clinic more than they go to church. Every Sunday, you know? And I think that's wrong, but again, I can't stop them.
It's like, yeah, you do you, just don't encourage it and make it your entire personality.
And then don't make it sound like it's fucking daisies and rainbows, because it's fucking not.
Yeah. Like, why are you out here trying to make it sound like it's your favorite pastime?
Right?
Oh, grab the nachos and chili, it's time for Sunday football. Nah, screw that, get the hangers, it's time for
hanger.
Sunday abortions.
How do we wind up getting onto topics like this every time? Why am I
don't
like
know.
this?
This is a
It's always
mess.
me. It's not that much of a mess, to be honest. Like, I like talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like
it is
serious
fun.
stuff.
I don't know if
No.
fun is the correct word to use for it, but I don't know.
I like it. I think it's
Yeah.
fun to talk about this stuff. Like, I have a general enjoyment of talking about serious topics. Because I like to be able to get my thoughts out there and, you know, see how people feel and what they understand and... Yeah, generally speaking, I do give off that whole, oh my god, just such a centrist vibes on the abortion topic, but that's because it's not a black and white issue.
Yeah.
In fact, it used to be, but that's, it's a different situation. You know, back when it was used specifically to eradicate, African-American children.
Now it's only being used to eradicate the males.
Yeah, and the whole, it's either a girl or an abortion. It's just like, that is the most disgusting thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, I know people like to go, what if they said it's a boy or an abortion? And it's like, yeah, they're not gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
They're gonna say it's different, brush you off and tell you you're dumb. Just don't bother with that argument, it's stupid. Unfortunately, because you'd think as soon as you get shown the hypocrisy of what you're saying, you'd be like, oh, my bad, okay, and then, you know, think about it. But no, they don't do that, so don't fucking bother with it.
Instead,
At all.
Instead, it's like, but what if you do it the other way around? It's like, no, there's a difference. Okay, what's the difference? Oppression.
Yeah, oppression's always the fucking answer, isn't it?
Oppression and toxic masculinity, even when they're an infant. Anyway, block.
Because we know that
Stan
the
Luna.
males always grow up to be rapists, hunty. Thank you.
Every single one of them.
It's like, if you believe that you cannot raise a child to not rape anyone, then maybe the problem does not lie with the child. Perhaps. I don't know, just a thought, you know? I don't know. What do I know about children having 12 nephews and nieces? You solemnly believe that almost everyone's an asshole? Almost? Nah, fuck that. Everyone's an asshole. It's just,
In their own ways.
I have a wooden mallet, which is
Ooh.
not bad.
Better than the club
It
that
is.
I have.
It's better than what I have as well. I might sell it and my forest sword.
I'll trade you for it.
I sold, bro. I sold.
Oof. I'm pretty sure the mallet's better than the club at least.
It does 15 to 24.
I'll have to check right after I kill the ghost.
And it has +2 speed, +3 weight.
Oh, come on, bat, go away. I just
Can you do
killed the ghost.
cross-platform co-op in this game? I don't think so.
Okay, this does 9 to 16, and it has no stat changes.
Yeah, mine's better. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm on level 56.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hello. I'm very close to death. I'm gonna go back here.
Woo!
and
Did you see
I
that?
have Eee. Very cool. Nice.
It's raining. Oh, I love rain.
Ooh.
I wish it was raining here.
Aquamarine. No, it's surrounded by enemies. Ooh.
Um. What other stupid, serious shit is going on at the moment that we can talk about and be controversial on?
People suddenly changing their minds about the president they chose.
Oh yeah, that was quick, right?
Oh, I'm about
And it
to
wasn't
die.
even. It wasn't even the Muslim children they were bombing. It was what was it?
I don't really
Something
remember.
really recent that he like said. It was like words, and he got and they all got upsetty spaghetti. It wasn't even the child fucking hospitals they decided to start re-bombing. Oh no, because a bunch of his soldiers went and raped a family.
Oh
didn't
yeah. Yes. The thing that literally the thing from the one
Oh,
movie
yeah,
that
I
I
just gotta have a
hated so
mallet.
much. Oh, nice, same.
I don't need this, but I can sell it, so it's fine.
Cute. Yeah, literally the one part of a movie that I actively hated significantly.
Yeah.
Except only difference is, instead of 3 people, it was 5.
Yeah. Did
So,
they like
you know,
gut them
even
and kill
worse.
them as well, or is it
I
was
don't-
just rape?
I don't remember. They might have, but I'm not gonna say they did, because that's a whole nother level of terrible that I'm not just gonna throw on.
Come on, bitch. 1 ounce, G.
I mean, honestly, at that point anyway, what difference would it make?
Yeah. No, I think that's what they were mad at, right? And they were like, oh
Yeah.
no, he can bomb other countries and wage war with them after 4 years of mostly peace. That's fine, but the 5 people he has no control over, raping and murdering a family? Nah, that's not cool, man. We gotta put our foots down on that. Like, okay. I mean, whatever you say, man. Cool. Just bomb the entire world. This place is a shithole anyway. I can get behind that.
Yeah. Except we get to have our own little island that survives.
Okay, Jeffrey.
Yes. There won't be no, don't worry, it won't be a Jeffrey because there won't be any children left.
Oh, but if there were, you would.
I never said that. I was just saying it would be impossible
No,
regardless.
No, you said there won't be because there'll be no children left, which means that's the reason there won't be, which means if there
Well,
were...
then that came out quite wrong. Oh, I'm so close to death and I have no food!
You just got one.
Yes. That did a very small amount, but it'll be fine.
I need food too. Ow!
Huh. Die,
No.
vermin. Get bonked. Ladder. There's no way we'll
What do
make
we
it
think
down
about
to the thing.
creepypastas? They used to be so good.
They're old.
Yeah, I'm gonna open these things first.
I will meet you at the home.
There was nothing good there.
Creepypastas used to be cool.
They're still good, what do you mean? I mean... like... Not really. They're like they used to be great because I was 13 and I thought they were all spooky and cool, and now I read them and I'm like,
Yeah.
Like if I want to read something scary, I would never go to creepypasta. I just read the news. Back when they were spooky, like that was fun. Stuff like Eilish Jack, Jeff the Killer, Jane the Killer, Ben Drowned, all the
All the
Pokemon
good
ones were pretty
stuff.
cool.
Back
Like,
when
they were
EXE
cool.
games were spooky.
Yeah, right? And that was cool, because, you know, games are cool. Slenderman, you know, they're just so overdone to me now.
Yeah.
That, like, whatever. I found Jeff the Killer is creepy. When I was 13, not really, but I thought he was hot.
Quite
No,
the
but
opposite.
like it was a creepy pasta, you know, like the whole idea of a kid snapping and killing a bunch of people. It was interesting, at least. It wasn't good, but it was interesting. It was a cool concept.
I need my watering can. I'm stuck with yours for now, the default.
Do you have the quest for Jody?
Yes.
Then I'll leave one of these cauliflower here for you.
Ooh, thank ya.
You're welcome.
Do we have things to replant?
I'll check. Why that pasta got popular? I mean, I don't know. I don't know why Eilish Jack got popular. It was dumb too. Masky and Hoodie, like, they got popular because they made a character that people could, I guess, kind of relate to in one way or another.
What was the one Call Me Kevin made that got popular?
Oh yeah, that was so funny. And he can't even prove it was him, and he's so upset about it. He's like, come on, man. But he found like an older reading or something that he did. I'll go get some seeds anyway, so you may as well
Alright.
water them, sweet. People are weird, mate. Yeah, man. Well, it's because that was the kind of thing that influenced popular culture back then. That's why it got popular. And the reason that no one cares about them now is, well, why would we?
We need 17 seeds.
Cool.
I have no energy left, so I'm going to sit in bed for a minute before I deliver the thing here.
All goods.
Do you think we should stop the stream after this day?
It's up to you.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, I don't mind, so I'm rebutting by re-asking you.
Oh, bruh. We gonna go until you wanna stop.
No. Oh, yes.
Ah.
Bruh. No, like, creepypastas, I stopped really liking them when I got to being, like, in high school. Like, I just stopped caring, I guess. Like, I liked them well enough in my first, maybe 2 years of high school. And then I just completely forgot about them, because they're just, whatever, you know?
Yeah,
I started watching actual horror movies.
Yeah. That, and I also had like a weird...
Eated a cat. Oh, wait, which time was that? Sorry? I think they were a couple.
No, she threw it once, and then another time gave it vodka, and then some other time probably also abused it in some way.
Hey, if it's a probably, we don't say it.
I've got a geode you can have, because I can't open it if you want it.
Sure, come back in here. I'm gonna donate this. Thank you.
Now I need to find Jody.
You don't know why she still gets viewership? I don't know either. I think it's just because, oh girl. Genuinely could not imagine basing your entire internet personality and fame off of being female. Like, even if I was, like, the, like a model-esque, like, Victoria's Secret looking chick, I just don't think I could make myself do that. It's just so degrading.
Man, Twitch is a mess. literally doing the biggest no-no there is for Twitch, and she still had to beg Twitch to ban her for a day.
Yeah. Wasn't that Pokemon?
No.
Oh, it was Alinity?
People wish it was Pokemon. If that was Pokemon, that would still be a huge thing. Like, that would
Yeah.
never die down. Nah, Alinity just likes to be as edgy as possible, I guess. Likes to poke at the rules as much as possible.
The only e-girl that annoys me more than Alinity is iDubbbz's girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Because she's
Also
just a
very
bad
terrible.
person who gets away with it because she's dating the content cop guy. Like,
Yeah.
thought you said I needed 17 sets.
How much did you actually need there?
16.
Oh, I guess I miscounted. Oh well, there's still enough time that we'll be able to get more.
How can they be that desperate for attention? Oh, buddy, it's not just attention. She makes so much money. Like, if you could make as much money as she is doing the shit she is, you probably would too. Like, if you're as bad of a person as she was, at least. Like, if all you had to do was be a cunt and you would earn shitloads of money, bro, I'd be rich. Yeah, Rainan, that's why I specified if you were as terrible of a person as she is. But then, no one really knows what they're going to be like when it gets to that point. There's an important distinction to make, is that if we've never been there, we don't know, really. I don't think I would be a shithead like that, but... You love money, though? Oh, that's relatable. Relatable posts. Where's Jody? There she is. Fat ass Jody. You would kill a puppy for 10k? I could never.
Yeah.
You would have to... I love money more than most things on this planet, but you could not pay me enough to kill a puppy.
Donkey Kong
To
would
murder
probably...
an innocent creature.
Donkey Kong would probably eat one for 10k. Please.
I don't think he would.
No, I'm just generalizing because he's eating a guinea pig.
I hate that you can't throw out the fucking paintings now. What am I supposed to do with them? You like eating innocent creatures? I mean, there's a difference between murdering a creature for a small amount of money that is bred for being a pet and eating something that has been killed humanely and being made sure it has been killed humanely and is bred specifically for that purpose. If you're just killing a puppy for no reason other than money, you're as bad as the guys who kill elephants for no reason except for money. If I could get $10,000 for eating a steak, I would take $10,000 for eating a steak as long as I knew that it was raised and killed humanely, but that's my only condition. Like, I know we pretty much have enforced restrictions on New Zealand meat, so I feel comfortable eating at least from most New Zealand farms. I would not eat chicken given to me by, China. Because I don't know what their restrictions are on, their killing. And I would not eat something halal either, because it's just not humane. Yeah, we're just gonna slit its fucking throat and let it bleed to death. Woo! Is killing humane? There... Yeah, can be, to be honest. especially in the cases of putting things down.
Yeah, in the way
And
you're
there's a difference between killing being humane and humane killing.
Mm. Yeah, like the way I assume you're thinking about it is more like just like kill animal for food because I want a steak. Then I don't think there is such a thing as humane for it, but there is as humane as possible.
The only reason I support farm breeding, and again, it has to be very restricted and as close to being humane as possible. You don't see the difference? I sure do. One is torturing and killing an animal for fun and a little bit of money, and one is killing an animal quickly with a bolt to the head so that people can eat food. The problem does
Mm.
not come, in my opinion, from the killing of the animal. It comes from the wastage of the other parts of the animal and the extremely huge food processing and meat distribution companies that are inhumane and, you know, the whole locking chickens in cages and shit like that. Killing is not humane, can be. And again, there's a difference between killing being humane and humane killing.
Mm.
Sure, if we could just let everything live and go on normally, that'd be great. But at the end of the day, humans are made to ingest and uh, uh, digest meat. Um, and with how many of us there are, it'd actually be worse if all 8 billion of us were hunting. Um, the one good thing that you can definitely say about farming, and specifically farming animals, is that you completely prevent, at least for the most part in Western countries, the extinction of wild animals for food. It prevents you going out and doing what the Maori did to our moa, overhunting and then losing a food source because you've overhunted. Whereas now we have breeding. Now, if we were herbivores, there would be no issue. But a lot of us cannot actually survive off of a only vegetable or vegetable and fruit diet.
Man, if y'all didn't drive those moas to extinction, y'all would be at top of the food market with those massive chickens.
I used the zip file, BT dubs, and if you want something to extract, something like that, I recommend WinRAR. Because it always says, I'm sorry, but if you want to use our services, you need to pay, but they never actually make you pay for it. Like, I've never had to pay for WinRAR, and I've had it for years, so...
Yeah.
Whereas the other one is you've got a puppy and someone's like, yo, 10,000 bucks and if you kill this puppy, and you're like, cool, and you kill a puppy who you're not going to use for anything. It's just going to be a dead puppy. You get money in return for it, but you yourself have by hand taken a life, and then what are you going to do with it?
I mean, what if it's like you get
If
like
you're
a
putting down a puppy, then that's humane. Because you're stopping the puppy from being in excruciating pain that it can't get out of, especially if you don't have the money to take it to a vet. The unfortunate part of life is sometimes things are an extreme amount of pain, and the only way that you can help it is by killing it. Like horses, if they break their legs, and at least in the old days, because they couldn't fix it. They had no way to fix it, especially, say, back in ancient times, back in ancient Greece. And so they killed them. But what they would do then is they would use all of the meat and all of the bones and everything to make stuff with, and anything they couldn't, they would bury or, you know, get rid of in a way that kind of gives back to the environment a little bit. I don't know the puppy. Why should I care about him or her? Because it's innocent. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't know a kid. Would you kill it?
Yeah. I mean,
it's a little bit different due to sentience, right? But it's still the idea of just because you don't know something doesn't mean you shouldn't feel bad about killing it. I don't even see a problem with people saying, you should feel totally normal and chill about eating a mass-produced amount of meat that was brought by this company. If you have a necessity for eating meat, and you have to have iron in high quantities without eating so much silver beet that you shit your pants every 5 seconds. And the unfortunate truth is that's a lot of people who need to eat red meat in order to live. Then you should still be able to go on and eat that red meat. Feeling bad about it is normal, in my opinion, because you have just eaten something that is mass produced and is bred to be killed, and that's fine. Feeling bad about it and all that. But if you're eating something locally sourced, it's completely different, especially if you know the locally sourced area, which for the most part, most New Zealanders know everything about our meat because it's displayed on the packaging or by our butchers. Zip file, but kind of. I might have used the downloader. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna complicate the situation a little bit.
Go on.
Let's up it from 10K to, what would be?
I just told you that I would not take any amount of money for it.
Hang on now. It's gonna be 100,000, but it's all like put towards good animal shelter things and stuff that
fuck
will
that.
end
It
up
doesn't
saving
matter.
many
No,
more.
no, 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 no. At the end of the day, that's the fucking.
Or
At the end of the day, you're pretty much making a PETA argument.
no, because Pete is garbage.
Am I brutally murdering a puppy or am I putting it down? Those are the only two factors I need to know.
I was trying to come up with a way that wasn't literally just donating to charity, because that's like.
If I want to
whatever.
donate $100,000 to charity, I'll work my ass off, save up, and donate $100,000 to charity without killing a puppy.
Yeah. I was pretty much trying to essentially turn it into the train track question, like, would you curb stomp this dog? However, immediately after is the only way to save these other 10 dogs or something.
$10,000 for a puppy's life is a good deal, but it's not though. It's not at all. You're just culling something for no reason other than greed.
Yeah.
Personal greed is no excuse to do fucking anything. Self-care is very important, and getting money by all means that are completely legal, I completely understand, but animal cruelty is not an understandable means of getting money. 10K is just fish fodder in Japan? Well, that's because that's yen, not dollars. You'll make it quick. It doesn't fucking matter. You're killing an innocent creature for no reason other than personal greed. And you're not going to use the body of the dog. That's one of my biggest problems with randomly murdering an animal, is that what's going to happen to it? It's just a waste. It's a complete waste of a life. Because at least with your buffalo and shit that you'd hunt down, you'd kill and you'd skin for the skin, and you'd use the bones for broth, and weapons and jewelry and things, and then you'd use the meat for food, and the fat for cooking, or for oils and things for makeup, and then you'd use other things for soups, and anything that you cannot eat yourself, you've got other animals that can. And then at the end of all that, anything that cannot be used at all whatsoever is buried, goes back into the environment, yada-da-da-da. I'm not an environmentalist per se, but at the end of the day, if you're killing something for money, that's kind of sadistic. If you're killing something for necessity, it's unfortunate. But the word necessity is tied in there. It's an unfortunate, it's a dark necessity, as Red Hot Chili Peppers would say. And no matter what, no matter how much money you paid me or any charity, you could not make me look into a puppy's eyes and stab it.
But would you curb stomp one in order to stop someone else from curb stomping 10?
I'd curb stomp them in order to save 11 puppies' lives.
Well, yes, that would be the way to stop the 10. However, the only way
Money
to
is a
access
necessity.
Oh, bah.
You have to measure the money for you and as a necessity versus the entire life of a living being for them. The reason mass production of meat works is because it feeds the entire world, whereas killing one puppy benefits one person and completely negatively affects the one puppy. Killing one cow can benefit 20, 30, 40 people if it's used right. Money is a necessity, but $10,000 is not a necessity. What I'd call a necessity is if you were, say, killing the puppy so that you could eat it.
So
Money is a
basically, now we're
necessity, but you're asking for money in excess, which is not a necessity at all. Without money, we couldn't have a society? That's not true. We just have a shit one. Money is a necessity, yes, but at the end of the day, there are ways that humanity could go on without money. In fact, it could solve the overpopulation crisis. But then at the same time, you get issues arising with power. The reason money is so important in a capitalistic society, and any society, in my opinion, is because it stops that. No, it doesn't stop, it lessens the extent in which power is abused. We still get it significantly, but to a lesser extent to, say, communism and things like that. Imperialism.
What do you mean depends if you deserve to be killed? Why did the dog deserve to be killed?
Yeah.
It's like, would you let it's the same situation as the dog. Would you let a random stranger shoot you in the face for $10,000?
Again, there's a difference of sentience, though. Like,
Yeah.
the dog is not completely sentient, but in a way, I think that means it is more innocent and less deserving of death. Whereas most humans will experience greed,
Dogs can't be
lying, hurting people, emotionally or physically or both, sexually even. There is always something bad that a human will do, whereas a dog is completely based off instinct.
Dogs cannot be corrupt.
And again, I grew up in severe poverty until I was almost 10. So I understand how tight money is and how important money can seem. But at the end of the day, money's not going to be there when you die, man. I love money, and all I want is money in my life right now. I want a big, not a big house. I want a house. I want lots of animals. I want my partner here with me, and then I want to be comfortable for the rest of my life. But I would not be willing to kill innocent creatures in order to get there, because that negatively impacts not just them, but my attitude, how I am, who I'm perceived as, and generally that money is now tainted money. It is an entirely moral dilemma that you seem to be taking the morality out of. You might be willing to brutally murder an innocent animal for $10,000, but to people like myself who can earn $10,000 by working a job and just saving and doing their damn best, it's just not enough of an excuse.
This boy out here wanting to become the dog hitman.
Now, if that dog is Brian Griffin...
Then I'd do it for free.
Brian, yeah. Well, someone else did. Bit dark, didn't the voice actor die? That's why they killed him off. Oopsie.
But then he came back the next day.
What if it's a pug, though? Depends. Again, like, the reason I'm so against pugs and English bulldogs is because they are struggling to survive in my opinion, as sad as an opinion this one actually is because of how the breeding of those animals is going, it's only going to get worse. Is it better to switch to mixed breeding or to cull off the species entirely? But I think instead of culling them off, kill every pug that's around. Maybe just stop them from breeding. I know a lot of people look at pugs and they go, "Oh, it's so cute. Let's torture this poor dog for its entire life because it can't breathe out of its nose or its mouth properly, and so it has to breathe out of both. Hence the sound it makes." But a suffering one? Yeah. Oh, some are. Not all of them are suffering. Most of them definitely are, but not all of them, and that's not a reason to kill it unless it is suffering to an extent where it cannot be fixed, which most of them can. It just requires surgery and money. But if it's suffering to an extent where it cannot live its life comfortably, yeah, unfortunately, the reality is you might have to kill it.
Pugs are literally disabled, so am I. Why should I die?
Pugs are literally disabled. Not every single pug is disabled. You'd have to find one that actually is in order for it to be a morally correct example.
I'm more disabled than a pug.
What they usually do is they perform a surgery to open the nose and mouth canals to widen them so that they can breathe at least better. But then you'd also say, well, what about German Shepherds? Because German Shepherds are born with an inevitability to be growing up with chronic illnesses and infections and everything. Do we then kill a German Shepherd because it might have one in the future? Do we, humans don't become retarded when they're a different race? Neither do dogs! Huh?
Black pugs can breathe just as poorly as white pugs.
God, don't stop that shit. No. I think one of the biggest issues when it comes to animals and how we treat them is that there's a lot of people who see an animal's life as lesser than a human life, as if we are the most important creatures on God's green earth. I don't believe in God. That's just a phrase, by the way. I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form. But the idea that one living being deserves to live more than another, I don't think is accurate until it gets to mosquitoes. Because what's the point?
Alright, Raymond, would you consider this one? Alien life, intelligent aliens, they are smart enough, they make it all the way here, and they are offered 10,000 alien schmeckles to stomp on a human to death. They think we're an inferior species. Should they do it? They think we're...
And the answer is always no. Because the only reason they're doing it is for money.
Yeah. Like, they
probably would. Yeah, because they'd see us as lesser. That doesn't make them right, does it? It makes them cruel. They're,
like,
yeah, the Imperium, they would. Jesus.
Alien shows up, it sees human life as the same level as humans see dog life, and it's offered 10,000 schmeckles to curb stomp you. Do you think they are in the right?
Well, no, not him, because he's not a puppy. A baby. A baby or a toddler. And someone says, I will give you 10,000 units if you go up to that creature there that is crawling, babbling, and cannot even walk by itself and looks up at you with those adorable, innocent eyes, take its head, put it on a curb, and stand on it until it dies. Is that morally correct? Slit its throat, gut it, any way, shape, or form. It's still the culling of a innocent life for no reason.
Go up to that baby and push in its soft spot, and then keep pushing.
Yeah. There's your puppy example.
Very cool.
very desperate people do very bad things from money. So money's a necessity, so you should do anything to get that money, right? Well, that's why human trafficking's a thing. Money is important and necessary in a capitalistic society, or any society that has monetary trade, which is pretty much every single one, at the moment at least. Just like in the old ancient Egyptian times, the most important thing to have was food, so that you could pay your taxes, and when there was a massive drought or issues with farming, a bad harvest, the king, or pharaoh, sorry, could hand out all of the wheat and everything and people could eat. Money and other trades and goods, very important, but at the cost of what? So while, yes, I consider money completely necessary, at least right now, in this day and age, to buy things we want and things we need, a roof over our heads, some food on the table, and the Nintendo Switch you've wanted for the last 5 years, that you've saved forever for. That does not mean you should take immoral means and illegal, actually. I'm pretty sure killing a dog for no fucking reason is illegal, at least in lots and lots and lots of places. Not every place, though, disappointingly. It is now here, I think. And in most places in America. Thanks, D. Trump. Thanks, D. Trump. Thanks, G. It was him that did that, wasn't it? He was like, in one of his last things, he was like, animal cruelty bad, by the way. Yeah, you shouldn't be going incredibly immoral, cruel, or illegal ways to do it. There are lots of legal ways that you can get money. It sucks, it's a grind, and it's hard, but you can get the money regardless of your race, gender, orientation, and so on. There are people who have it harder and people who have it easier. There are people whose parents already had that money from their parents who worked their asses off in the mines, all that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, if you have to work for your money, you've got to work for your money. Ta-da. And I would know. I've been looking for a long time to find something I can do for money. So lots of money. Quickly.
My nose bone be clicking when I move it, and I don't trust that. Like, it is audibly clicking.
Stop doing it then, dum-dum.
Never.
I'm also pretty sure it's not a bone, it's just cartilage.
Or, yeah, it's like... It's like right up at where the really hard bony part is.
Mushrooms or bats?
Bats.
Okay.
I will water soon. My watering can is finished.
You better. You gosh darn better, you bitch.
Oh.
Ooh, lots of things to harvest. If you can grab some... I guess you'll be back before this... No. If you can grab some, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds? 6? 6 seeds? I'm gonna keep these strawberries because I know Demetrius loves them.
Alright.
I'll give 2 of them to you. Yeah, see? Serious rants are fun, dude.
Yee.
And like discussions and arguments and stuff. It's fun. I enjoy it. You definitely get to see a lot of different people's points of view and stuff. And what we consider mildly ridiculous to other people can be considered completely rational, which is why it is important not to go into a conversation believing you're 100% right, unless you're me, because I'm always right.
Oh, hello there. You like gay cows? They are sexy. Okay, furry.
Yeah, fucking... That's not even a furry. You didn't say cow people. You just said cows. That's bestiality, my homie. My family had a history with poverty, and instead of my mom teaching us how to handle our money, she just went, "Ha, gambling."
Hmm.
And now she's. Oh, I just got 3 mixed seeds.
Nice.
I'll plant those. That's why I can consider doing dry shit. I understand considering it. And feeling that desperation, but then, I mean, fuck, like, you've got to consider the people and creatures you're harming in doing so.
Yeah, like the only way I would ever consider something like that is like basically a scenario where at that point after killing it I would immediately eat it, wouldn't even take the time to cook it, no time, need food or I'm going to die within like 5 seconds, and then use that money to survive.
I mean, if
And
I
even
had to
then,
kill my pet dog for food, I would. Like in a complete, like, you know, out in the mountains, didn't like brought enough food, but then an event happened of some kind, and you unfortunately are starving, and you have to kill and eat your dog. It's unfortunate, but it is a necessity. But then, and the dog cannot take care of itself, but you can. So that is why you living is unfortunately more important than the life of that dog, because that dog is going to die eventually because it can't take care of itself, no matter what, because it is a bred animal, it is not a wild animal.
and that point would only be well after searching for any alternative
Oh yeah,
for a long time.
till the point of desperation.
Yeah. What up, Team
Your
Rocket?
dad's pretty cold. Yeah, I get that. Again, and I understand like why it would be considered as well. I'm not saying that you're a morally bad person for considering it. There's just always more to consider than your own life. Again, like, is this dog going to be able to survive on its own without me? No. Well then, am I going to be able to survive on my own without the dog? Yes. Well then, the unfortunate truth is, you're the one that survives in that scenario. Life would be a lot better if you could say both of us survive and live happily ever after. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But shit's just not that way. Shit just don't be that way, y'all. And people do a lot worse for money. Like, you know, for selling other people in general, pimping, which I think is just disgusting because they, like, force women into these contracts, and then they have this little hidden text at the bottom like, yeah, we get you're desperate and everything, but you pretty much owe you now, and the only way for you to stop working for us is by doing this, this, and this. And it's just like, even though that's an illegal contract, someone in an extremely desperate situation wouldn't really think that way. They would think, oh shit, I need to be able to do this, this, and this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to, you know, it's extortion. Prostitution, though, I see as a completely unfortunate circumstance to have to put yourself in if you don't want to do it anyway in the first place. Because some people do, and that's fine.
A very quickly growing amount of people.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of people who are recognizing that they can make a lot of money doing it, and that's cool. But there are a lot of people who do it because they are desperate for money, and that's a very unfortunate circumstance to find yourself in, because you don't feel like you've got any control over your body. It feels more like you're kind of being forced to do this stuff, but you are so desperate for the money that you're getting that you'll do anything. And it becomes, and this goes for online, offline, whatever. And then, in the end of it, you have no sense of fulfillment, and now you're trapped in a job path you never wanted to be in the first place. So at the end of the day, you know, again, being desperate for something, I understand. And needing to go and do that kind of thing is incredibly unfortunate. But most people never wind up having to do that. Stuff like that. Oh, I got a prehistoric skull. Stuff like that is why we have systems designed specifically to help people out of those situations. Things like the benefit, things, I don't know what you guys call it. Just the dole, the benefit, whatever.
Welfare.
Welfare. And then, there are, I don't know about other countries. But I do know, that we have a system here specifically to help people get jobs so that they are not leeching off the system, and also, well, you know, hopefully, and also so that they can work for their money, which most people consider to be more fulfilling anyway. In times of desperation, you know, people do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it right.
Man, it's so annoying. I have to deal with human trafficking every day. The people just don't move. They're so slow around here. I hate it.
Oh my god, shut up! You're so
Destroyed
fucking
everything.
easy.
Especially in
Oh my
Victoria,
God.
man. I hate it. Stupid
Dude, people
Victoria.
who like, people who fucking like, you're walking down a narrow hallway or a like pathway that there is like, you have to walk down here because the other option is cars or like it's walls and stuff. People who stop and have a chat or to go on their phone, or are extremely slow because they're on their phone. When at work, oh my god. There's one lady that comes in. She's old, very wealthy. Most of our customer base is quite wealthy, and I resent them for it. Not necessarily because they're wealthy, but because of how they act due to being wealthy. But there's one lady who will stand in the aisle, and she will have her cart, her shopping cart, that's what you guys call them, yeah? Her trolley, in one of her hands, pushed all the way to the other side of the aisle, so she is taking up the entirety of it.
Ew, those people.
Yeah, and then she'll stop, she'll have a chat to every single employee that she can start a conversation with.
The people that park their cars sideways.
Yeah.
I don't get why here, but...
Or like, there's also people who will stand on one, like I said, on one side of the aisle, and our aisles are relatively, they're big enough to fit 2.5 to 3 carts in every aisle. Or most aisles at least, like, you know, when we can reasonably fit that. But there's always the customer who stands as they're looking to do their shopping, and then their trolley is opposite them. They're not holding on to it, but it's still taking up double the space. And when you ask them, like, hey, excuse me, do you mind if I get through? They shoot you the dirtiest look. Or the people who gather in groups in a supermarket.
Oh, yeah.
Gather in groups in a mall. Sit down in chairs and talk, but do not stand in the middle of the store. Because the only other way for customers to get around the store would be to leave the store into the mall and then go through the checkouts, which would obviously cause severe congestion, but also it would be a lot easier for them to steal from us. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, we're a supermarket, not a fucking... we're not a fucking high school. We're not a fucking community center. If you're coming in here, you're coming in here to do your shopping. I understand standing out of the way of people, and having a chat. That's normal, that's fine, fucking whatever. Oh my god, Cheryl, I haven't seen you in so long. I don't care, as long as you're not in the way of everyone.
Yeah, I was right about to say my local Walmart, for some reason, every single time I'm there, you look down the aisles, maybe every third or fourth aisle, there will be just a whole family reunion going on for some reason.
Right?
Like right in the
You
middle of the
know,
aisle too.
well, I don't know about Canada, but I know American Walmarts, their aisles are a lot bigger than ours.
Oh, the ones here, they're like enough for 2 carts and maybe a person to squeeze through.
Yeah, okay, that's the same as ours.
Hmm.
But American ones seem to be massive, just like their people. Got 'em.
We've got good old Costco that's like that's our version of an American store. You could fit maybe 3 carts through there, but every single product they have is massive. They keep them in the giant boxes on the like warehouse shelves. Like they don't unpack things because of just the way the store is. It's just like, you want
Yeah,
to
'cause
come
that's
into
the
our
bulk buying
factory?
store, right?
Yeah. That's where you go to get a bag of Doritos the size of your child. Which I might be going there tomorrow. I think, maybe, very big maybe, hopefully though.
Get lots of water.
Yes.
I love buying in bulk. It's a much better way of actually buying things. It's more cost effective as well as environmentally effective. It means you're wasting significantly less, which is always nice.
I'd go there.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Walmart! Walmart! Oh, the fairies!
Ooh. Yeah, I'd like to go to
Thanks, Gary.
Costco. I'd like to go to Costco a lot more often, but it's all the way down in Nanaimo. So
Oof.
I'd rather not drive an eternity just to get there when I can drive 10 minutes to a Walmart. It ends up costing more in gas just to get there.
See you, Rainin.
So long.
You'll be back? We'll see.
Mm.
I still haven't had dinner.
Oh, I still haven't eaten my curry. Do you think we should end the stream on this day?
On or after?
Up to you.
No, yeah.
I don't really know what I'm doing on here,
to
so.
Look at the fucking
Oh
TV.
no! Why don't we play Minecraft? Because Minecraft's a game for babies.
No, we love Minecraft.
Minecraft is cool unless you're Dream.
Yeah.
Or Tommy in it, or Tubbo, or Ranboo. Hate them. I've never seen.
We're featuring your farm in our magazine. I don't understand what the point of it is.
Yeah, I've never seen a single video from Dream or any of those other 3. I just know they're the huge stan people right now, and I hate it.
I have watched Dream content, and it's okay at best, if I'm honest. It's the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Kinda, you know.
The
it's
thumbnail.
boring.
I've seen the thumbnails almost every day because it's constantly in my my homepage being recommended. But yeah, based off the thumbnails and titles alone, they all appear to be the same thing.
Yeah. Like, I liked him when I first started, but I know we'll try to play eventually. I wish I had time because I like to learn the game just a little bit before I actually like jump into it. But the unfortunate thing is, like I said, I work full time.
What are we playing and how can you join? Unfortunately, you cannot join. However, this is Stardew Valley. It's a very good game. It's like Farmville, but good.
Okay, I just got 3 things that we apparently need for bundles.
No comment on the fact that I called it Farmville again.
Just whatever.
Alright, cool. That means you agree.
No. Oh yeah, we need 500 stat.
I've been saving all that I've found. We have 288. I'll go get more now, actually. Do you have... Okay, your axe is here. I think...
Ooh,
What do you...
treasure hunter bundle. That's an expensive bundle.
I'd like to upgrade an axe right now, but I need more copper. Maybe I'll get...
I don't think our quality crops bundle usually requires 5 gold star chilies. So that's interesting. Which one of our bundles requires the fucking plum and everything?
If you're fine with me spending a quick 2,000, I'm gonna upgrade an axe.
Go for it.
My pickaxe can wait for another day.
Alright. So one of them's for the summer foraging bundle, and the other 2 are for fall foraging. Okay.
I'm gonna give this to Clint and then go look for some trees to chop down.
I also struggle with getting into new games. Like, I definitely see the enjoyment in that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game we were gonna play. But I also have a lot of struggle getting into games like that for no reason. Just do.
I want to play an actual one of the like side game Pokemon things.
The
like,
actual PMU games, PMDs.
Yeah. And like Pokemon Ranger and all that. I've never played anything except for the main games.
Oh yeah, Dream really did drop in views, like especially because he went up a lot during the controversy. And then as soon as the controversy died, people just stopped caring.
Yeah, I'm surprised his channel kind of started dying down from that, because like he was just non-stop growing for the longest time.
Oh yeah, but
And
it's
it was
'cause
only...
no one actually enjoys seeing the same content with different words over and over and over again. Eventually, every single person gets bored. Some people will wait it out anyway because, you know, stands, but most people just stop because it's not enjoyable to watch the same content over and over and over. Where was I going? I guess I could go see Gunther.
Yeah, the game we're playing is Stardew Valley. It's like 15 bucks on Steam.
Hello. I wonder if people enjoy my rants or if they would rather me speak about literally anything else.
I don't know. I like it.
Oh, you do.
It's
You
fun.
think it's funny.
I just enjoy it in general. I enjoy talking about these things.
I do try not to, like, argue about shit I don't know about, because...
Same, which is why I don't start arguments about anything with people.
Yeah. I get that. Lol.
Main reason why I didn't go on any of Pig Puncher's streams. Like, I knew... Like, I could easily see every flaw in what he was talking about. However,
but it's hard to talk about those flaws when you are not confident in what you're saying.
Yeah, I still didn't know what I'm talking about. I just knew what he was talking about was wrong, basically.
Yeah. No, I think debating has always kind of been in my blood. My mum can't do it. I don't think my dad was very good at it. My stepdad wasn't any good at it either. So actually, maybe it's not in the blood. I don't know where I got it from.
Man, he still tries to Ben Shapiro people, but he's not good at it.
Really?
Same thing as like Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder and all of them. Just tries to...
Like the interviews and everything.
Yeah, he'll like bring people on for a debate and then just essentially... well, for one, most of the people don't know what they're talking about, like, at all.
Oh, yeah.
And does attempts like the same tricks they do to back people into corners and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Except he's not good at it.
No, of course not. And, to be fair to Crowder, he's not really that bad. He
Yeah.
has issues.
He's not as good at it as Ben Shapiro, but he's not that bad.
And Ben Shapiro isn't even that good.
Yeah.
I don't like Ben Shapiro. I think his arguments
Neither do
are
I.
poor, and his debating skill is incredibly lackluster. But he is incredibly manipulative and good at doing that. And he's, he does his half research. He gets other people to research for him, gets the summary, and then argues.
Yeah. Like, no one's able to do that very well. Like, no one's good at doing that.
The interviewing, though, I find Stephen Crowder is actually really good at that, and he tries to actually, usually, not always, that's for sure, like, he definitely has his moments, like with the abortion argument.
Yeah. That one still
But
annoys me.
he definitely is a good debater, and he's definitely a good interviewer. I think he's actually, he's good, is what I would call him. He is not great, he is not perfect, but he is good, and if someone like him were to interview me, I would trust that he would attempt to do so fairly, and with a sense of understanding you would expect in a professional interviewer.
Yeah.
You did not steal my spring onion, thank you.
I yoinked one because I really needed food.
That's okay.
And now I have 4 energy left anyway. I got 72 sap though.
Nice. I really kind of respect Crowder as an interviewer and as a source of information, at least to a general extent. Again, there's definitely times where he has been completely wrong and then refused to admit it, but that is everyone. There is no single human being who has not done that before, full stop. Everyone's been wrong and tried to push that and then gone, oh, whoops. And that's a completely normal and understandable thing to do, and we need to normalize the exception of that, acceptance rather, and I know, normalize, but I mean, if we're gonna normalize anything, it should be that. Accepting that people are going to be different, have different perspectives, and be wrong, and not understand that they're wrong, or to the extent that they are wrong. And instead of yelling at them, calling them names, saying, you're fucking stupid, you're retarded, you need to do this, this, and this, help them learn, provide them with sources where you got your information from, and consider the fact that you actually could be wrong too. An argument on morals is a little different because morals are entirely subjective. But an argument on facts needs to be backed up, and a lot of people don't really try to back themselves up when it comes to an actual objective argument.
Speaking of being wrong about things, you all seen that that video of Joe Biden at the White House that everyone's saying is green screened?
No.
His hand clipped right over the foreground mics.
Oh.
Like, twice.
Oh.
Yet Twitter has a whole thing that's like, fact checkers confirmed that it is not green screened. And then I click on the video, like 5 seconds in, his entire hand just phases over, like, he's like maybe 7-8 feet away from the camera, and the foreground has like the whole bottom of the screen is filled with like a bunch of big mics and stuff. Like, clearly the mics aren't that close to him. They're like maybe a few feet away. But they're all like at the bottom of the screen, and he's like moving his hands while he talks, and at some point he like swipes his hand over the screen, and it just phases right over 2 of the mics. And everyone's just like, no, it's not green screened, he just moved his hand over top of the mic that was down at his hip.
In the foreground and not in the background.
In reality, the mic was actually at his hip. It was right under his hand, so it really did go over it. Even though there's no way the mic would be able to sit there like that.
I don't understand why they need it to be in the White House.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we all know everyone's quarantining, trying to stay safe, especially someone like Joe, who is an older member of society.
Yeah.
And so what if we like had a Stardew Valley, like, table talk?
Ooh. Where we're sitting here tabling things the entire time we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
We out here like, so Joe Biden did a thing today.
Yeah. Wow, thanks for the
Let
tip,
me-
Papa.
Let me just slam some metal on the table real quick. Thank ya.
Thanks. No, like, they could easily have just put him in his home and everyone would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows everyone's quarantining, so I don't understand why they needed to green screen it in the first place, but I don't see a problem with them green screening it either, so...
Doesn't the president live in the White House or something? I don't know how America works. Pretty sure they live there.
I'm sure that's possible, but I don't think it's a necessity, surely. Like, why would you need to live there?
I don't know, because they're the president. They have to be protected in there or something. It's like if they live in
but, like,
some regular...
in quarantine, shouldn't you be at home?
I don't know. That becomes their home while they're president or something.
Oh yeah, but then there are other workers who go in, so wouldn't it make sense
Yeah.
to not put your president in more danger by making them stay there?
One would think. I don't know how it all works.
Make sure you take care of our garden, Dylan.
Yes. I just assume that when you're the president, you live in the White House, because if you're in just some residential house, you're not exactly safe. Like, the White House is a lot safer, you know, aside from random terrorist attacks, like someone drops a nuke on the White House or something. But that doesn't
People
count.
with guns and American flags tied around their chests run in and start shooting at government officials, you know, just a hypothetical.
I don't think they'd manage to get into the White House, at least. I have at least that much confidence in America not being terrible.
You'd hope.
Like, the White House has to at least be safe enough for that. But either way, it would at least be safer than the president just being in some random residential house.
Yeah. But still, like, even if he's not, is there a problem?
I don't know.
Like, other than on a presidential safety side of things, is there any actual problem with him being at his actual home? Oh, the tabletop game? Yeah, I saw that, and it looked really cool.
I mean, a few of his neighbors would probably hate him because, you know, half the population disagrees with him.
Yeah, but who cares, right? I guess it's ultimately up to him and his guards and, you know, all that. Is there a personal issue with him living in a residential home? Is there a legal issue with him living in his home, or are people just kicking up a fuss over fucking nothing?
I don't know. I'm sure he could just live in some random house if he wanted.
Can you buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more seeds, please?
Yes. There is 9 spring onions down here you can grab.
Ooh.
I came down here for trees. You needed how many seeds? 6?
6. Oh, 3. There's still 3 in here.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask if you already got those. Are we already married? Not yet.
It, and it looked really cool.
Hmm.
What was the question, sorry?
The question is, are you guys already married? Not yet.
No! Oh boy! Do you mean in the game?
No idea. I'm assuming in game.
Well, the answer is the same either way.
Yeah. Regardless, not yet.
Correct. It's like, and not ever.
Haha.
I don't want to fucking I don't want to feud you with you. You smell like maple syrup.
I plan to stay here for 15 years and then be like, haha, screw you, I'm out.
Oh, it's so sad when couples like have that happen. I
Mm,
can't blame anyone because obviously if a relationship isn't right for you and you don't recognize that until 15 years into it, then there's nothing you can do. But
yeah.
that is pain. That is 15 years of your life
Mm.
gone.
And at the same time, like, how do you get to that point without realizing that it's not gonna
Or
work?
maybe something has happened, you know? Maybe,
Yeah.
like, forever you guys have been the perfect couple, but your husband has been slipping and you are getting depressed and nothing
Mm.
is fitting right anymore the way it used to be. Blah, 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 blah. That
You
happens, you
hid to
know?
get something.
No, 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 no. No, you're a good boy.
Ah.
But I understand it.
Mm. Yeah, fair
Those
enough.
strawberries are in there for you to give to, Demetrius, by the way.
Ooh. Thank ya.
Woof. When y'all get in the seeds machine, mate,
I want
I
the
am a
seeds
seeds
machine.
machine.
I'm already... I produce the seeds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said there were spring onions down there.
I produce.
No, I produce. I am a produce worker.
I produce.
Did you get those seeds? You sure did.
Means I like juice. Haha.
Well, that's good, because otherwise you'd be, an anti-Semite.
Yes. I am.
Oh.
Thanks for noticing.
Back away slowly. Try not to make any sudden movements. I reckon after this day we end the stream.
Yeah.
I still need
I've
to
run
eat.
out of food again. I've got a bowl of curry.
Cook up some veggies.
I
I do still have my mashed potato and gravy from KFC,
Ooh.
but I don't know. I don't know how I want to reheat it or just get rid of it.
mean, you could always put some veggies in there.
I don't know if it tastes good with veggies. It's one of those, like,
Mmm.
one of those gravies that tastes like you should never have it with anything other than KFC mashed potato.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah.
like, if it just tastes like it would be wrong to have anything healthy with it.
Is it the,
Oh,
like...
are you serious? The
Is it
little
that-
bubbles disappeared as soon as I got there.
Bruh. Is it that, like,
Sorry.
lighter brown thick gravy, or is it the dark brown, like...
Medium brown.
It's
It's not like dark meat gravy. It's more
Okay.
like but it's not light chicken gravy either. It's like the medium brown.
Okay. I didn't know if there's a difference between the potato gravy and the chicken gravy. I've only ever had the gravy on the chicken. Because I've never
I'm gonna
had...
have to introduce you to a world of gravy, aren't I?
Yes, I've never had
Oh
mashed
my
potatoes
God.
from KFC.
My nana, when I was 14, came up from Alexandria. Alexandria's kind of like a hick town, but it's very cheap and good for older people to live in by themselves. And my grandfather died when I was very young, so she's been on her own for a while. Sup, G? Not for a long reign, to be fair. But she came to Christchurch when I was younger, and she made a roast chicken, and I was already stoked because roast chicken is delicious. And then she takes all the chicken out and all the veggies out, and I'm like, cool, time to serve up. And she's like, no. And she pulls out some flour and some salt and some butter. She puts them all into the leftover pan that the chicken was cooked in, and then she mixes it all together with a whisk until it's still steaming and delicious, and that's gravy.
That's the
And it
way
was
to
the
do
best.
gravy.
It was the best gravy I've ever had, and I've never tried to remake it because I never cook meat like that. But
We have that kind of gravy on like Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. Except it's not like chicken. It comes from turkey. So, like, it's still really good because, I mean, it's gravy. But, you know, it's not chicken
It's
gravy.
different. And it's not on the rig. Like, wouldn't you love to have, like...
Yeah.
I really need a roast beef. I want to try it, but I don't know how. The only thing I know how to roast is chicken breast.
Mm.
Oh, bait. Nice.
I've never seen the gravy being made or anything, so I don't know if it's the exact same process or anything, but I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm trying to learn how to cook a little better because my overall goal in life is to be a housewife. So if I can, not a stay-at-home mom, because that requires children, but a housewife. Where I look after the house, I cook, I clean, and then I chill. Do whatever I do for money and whatever, if I do anything. Probably art, streaming, stuff like that. Try to get some income of some kind, at least a small amount, you know? Farming. Like in real life, not on site.
Yeah. I think staying at home and everything, that's cool. I have no problem with that. However, I do encourage doing like the streams and such as like some bonus monies.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's better than
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Even if you're streaming in order to attempt to eventually make bonus money, but you're not actually getting any, but you're trying, that's still an appreciated effort, right?
Yeah.
Or like I would try to draw that could give me an extra $50 a month on top of your income, but that's something. It's essentially an extra $10 per week, you know?
Yeah.
I've never had some people really, like, they rag on, they always say American women, and I'm like, who cares about the fucking American women? I'm not one of those. But, yeah, people who are like, you know, they just stay at home, they don't actually earn any income, they're just leeches, and it's like, well, they look after the house, and if they make that decision with their partner, then what's the problem?
Yeah.
Because it's a mutual decision, so who gives a shit? If that's not right for you, that's understandable, but who gives a shit? It's like, if you want, they can do an OnlyFans. I think roast and fried chicken, better or worse, I think it depends on the occasion. Roast chicken is better to have every week. Fried chicken is a better treat.
Yeah. I really like making
fried chicken.
I really like making little fried chicken nuggies, like making them properly out of fresh chicken and everything. I like to make little fried chicken nuggies for my salad. However, I know I shouldn't do that often at all because it defeats the entire purpose of it.
Yeah. Another hot take, I prefer pan-fried chicken over roast chicken because of the texture. Unless you dry out, and no one likes, other than me, dry meat, unless you dry out the chicken, you're never going to get a texture that I enjoy. There's no in between. Well, deep fried chicken I don't like as much as roast chicken. I just have it more because it's more available. I mean, I enjoy roast chicken a lot more.
I've been using the term
in terms of taste.
I've been using the term fried chicken as in deep fried. I'll like make them nice and crispy for my salad. If I pan fry it, pan frying it, I enjoy that, and I should be putting that in the salads instead. However, even though deep frying is terrible, it's still delicious, man.
You should switch to pan frying if you're going on this weight loss thing with me. Not that I'm doing very well at the moment, but still.
I've been doing both. Just the past couple times I've made chicken, I've been doing deep frying just because I'm trying different ways of doing it. Like,
oh my god, you should do Korean fried chicken.
the most recent attempt, I didn't use breadcrumbs. Instead, I mixed my Cajun seasoning with flour and just used a coating of that. And it turned out very well. I like it the most so far out of any fried chicken I've made.
The reason I can never make myself do deep fried stuff is because I know I'll undercook it.
I always worry about that, but after doing it so many times and like cutting it to the thickest piece I have to make sure, it still amazes me how quickly it actually cooks these things all the way through, and I end up overcooking them by accident. It takes like
Random,
2
because
minutes.
like the taste of it. It tastes good. I just couldn't have it too often because it is, yeah, it's very rich. There's a lot of oil.
Yeah. I can't eat much deep fried stuff before I get sick. But those few that I eat before I get sick are really good.
Yeah. Especially if you have a good spice mix before you put it in. It's essentially just, and if you drain it with the oil as well, it makes it a lot easier to eat.
A lot of drainage is required. Like, I will shake it around in the little wire rack thing for a while, drip off most of it, and then it goes on the napkins.
So it doesn't mean I'm right.
I cannot stand having too much grease on it.
Rainan, pan fried is still fried. It's different. It's completely different. If you're pan frying something, I like it better because it's quicker and the texture is better, in my opinion. But if we're talking deep fry, yeah, I'm not a big fan of deep fried foods. There are a few. I really like tempura prawns and things like that.
Yeah,
And they're not very oily. They're really crisp and really nice. I can eat a lot of those. And fries. Oh my god.
Some deep fried stuff is like most deep fried food is just so simple, but can be so good sometimes.
Yeah, usually, as Control Alt Create just said, usually you put them on like a wire rack so they drip off and all that excess oil goes off, and you can pat them dry with paper towels.
Yeah.
It's just a little more work. Or you can just put them in a pan.
I mean, all I do for it is once I lift it out of the oil, it's already in one of those like big wire scoop things.
And you just sit it there for a few minutes?
I sit it there for a minute, like shake it off initially to kind of shake off most of the oil. Let it sit for a minute, dump it onto a plate that I already have napkins on. So that way it doesn't end up sitting in a pool of its own grease after.
But then you also have to do that with steak. So you have to let most foods sit to cook through properly and get rid of all the excess liquids anyway. So it's not even like it's a harder process. I always make sure I rest my steak because, firstly, otherwise it gets dry because you cut it open and then all of a sudden all the juice is out and it gets drier. But secondly, it helps it cook through as well because before you cut it open, it's still cooking, and then all that extra juice just gets on everything else and makes everything kind of watery and not pleasant.
Yeah, I don't put like napkins or anything under my steak because I have kind of garbage napkins and they'd end up tearing and leaving little chunks on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just leave it on the plate for a minute, and then once I'm ready to eat it, I will just dump some of the excess liquid. Because I don't mind having some of it there. I don't mind having some of it there.
I use handy towels because I can. Paper towels because they don't rip, so.
I just have trash ones most of the time.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You won't when you're here, because I only beat the good shit.
Nice.
Nah, if I had to say, do I like pan-fried chicken more? Yeah. I actually like to get my chicken breast and cut it in half and then pan-fry those, or in thirds, depending on how thick the chicken breast is, or cut it into quarters, you know, make it little nuggies. Especially if it's frozen. I find that I enjoy frozen chicken more in small pieces. Because it kind of makes the texture of this has been frozen less putrid.
Oh yeah, I'll let it thaw most of the way, but leave it solid enough that I can cut it into little cubes, like bite-sized cubes, and then it thaws the rest of the way, and it's not like just weird misshapen lumps of various sizes.
I like the varied sizes.
To an extent, yeah. It just makes it
Nah,
a
I
bit
like
more of a
lots
problem
of
to cook.
variation. I obviously don't want a whole chicken breast and then one small cube.
Yeah.
Levels of difference in the sizes, but I like them being different shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
Different thicknesses and widths and lengths and
Yeah,
so on.
It's inevitable that you're going to get a bunch of different chunks that are like that. I just prefer when, like, a good amount of them are the nice little
Uniform?
even cubes, because they'll cook evenly.
What I'll usually do is, when I'm cooking frozen chicken, I'll thaw it for about 12 to 15 hours in the fridge, pull it out. It'll still be like hard enough that I can cut it nicely, but thawed enough that I can just cook it straight away. And then I'll cut it about 1 inch in width all the way down the chicken breast. And then, because the middle of the breast is the longest point, usually, I just cut those bits in half.
That's a long time to thaw it.
I just put it in the night before I go to work.
Yeah. I've never done that. I just thaw it out in like 15 minutes.
How?
So the way that my dad showed me, that didn't work the first time because I did it wrong because I'm dumb. You take the chicken, I don't know if it's better to like have it wrapped in something like a freezer bag or something, or just as is, but you put it in like a thing full of like cold-ish at least water. You can put it in the microwave with the defrost setting for however long, and it actually works surprisingly well.
I don't trust that. You will not be doing that when you cook for me, ever.
Understandable. I
Not
normally
even once.
don't
That
trust...
is, people who microwave their chicken are prone to cooking parts of the chicken in the microwave, and that can cause severe food poisoning if you don't cut those bits off, and most people don't know to do that.
Yeah, I was worried about that happening, and that's what happened the first time, but it turns out I did it wrong, and I did it right the next time, and that time and every time after it actually worked really well, and I'm still confused and don't really, like...
Is it not just easier to be able to idle and just put it in the wrapping and everything, just put it in the fridge and leave until you're gonna go cook?
I would prefer to do that, I just never think to. Because I'm always just like, I want chicken now. Oh no, it's frozen.
That's what I usually do, which is why I just go and grab some chicken from the store instead.
Fair enough.
I have 2 chicken breasts in the fridge right now, and I might make a stir fry that'll last me a few days, or I might eat the whole thing. We'll see. I'm drinking, so.
Oh, I do also. If I'm specifically not very trusting of the microwave on any given day, I will like just put it in a thing with some like lukewarm water, maybe slightly warm, or something, or like starting out cold and gradually getting a little warmer or something.
They put it in the danger zone, you fucking big dum-dum!
The danger zone? Oh no!
Yes!
Roy the health inspector is coming after me.
If you leave it in even remotely room temperature water, that is prone to giving you food poisoning. That is one of the most common ways people get food poisoning off of chicken.
Cool.
No, don't just put it in the fucking fridge.
Aye, then.
God. No.
How am I still alive?
No.
Nah, it doesn't go to like room temperature or anything. It's like it's cold.
No, it doesn't fucking matter. If it's it needs to be 3 degrees or below. Essentially, pretty much, maybe maximum of 7. So if you can get it at refrigerator temperature, that is the best way to let it thaw out, especially for long periods of time. If you are in a hurry and you forgot, the microwave technique works. You just have to be really careful with it, and I just don't trust it. I'd rather just get the chicken, put it in the fridge the night before, like I did tonight, and then forget about it.
Very cool.
Because then you don't have to keep an eye on the chicken, you don't have to cut bits off the chicken unless you just don't like those bits, and then you can just fucking cut them up and chuck it in the pan straight away. It's easy.
I am actually
It also
remembering.
creates a bit of texture.
I have put it in the fridge for the next day once. My problem was I forgot about it for too long and it ended up all stanky. So I ruined my piece of chicken.
How am I this frustrated about chicken? Because that can kill you!
Nice.
The food poisoning you get from chicken is so different from the food poisoning you get from, like, raw beef.
Nah, that ain't
Like-
food poisoning, that's salmonella.
I'm gonna just ignore what you just said and continue talking. So, raw beef, and specifically stuff like minced beef or ground beef, if you don't cook it through properly, the bacteria is still trapped inside the ground bits. The reason you can cook a steak to medium rare is because the bacteria is only on the outside of the steak. The only part of the steak you need to actually cook is the outside and maybe a small amount in, because the bacteria cannot penetrate through the skin until it starts rotting. Again, which is why you can get things from blue to pretty much well done with a steak, because you've got no fear of, at least for the most part, unless you cook it wrong or, you know, microwave it. Which is why you can you'll be fine if it's not fully cooked through. With a beef mince or ground beef, because you've ground it up, there's more surface area for the bacteria to cling onto the meat, and therefore, if you do not cook the patty or the sausage or whatever all the way through, there can be residual bacteria in there, and it can get you very, very sick. But at least most of the time that I know of, you don't really die from it. It just kind of sucks. Chicken, if you get food poisoning from it, chicken and fish, if you get food poisoning from it, there is a possibility that it can be bad enough that you fucking die.
Let's go.
Yeah, I experienced food poisoning, but that's just because I was 14 and didn't understand the chicken thing. It's also why you do not take a food that is specific, a meat that has just been cooked, chicken specifically, and then put it straight in the fridge. And then reheat it in a microwave, because you will get very sick, and also it will just not be very nice.
I've only got food poisoning once.
You get to meet Jesus, yo, like we said in the Swordway episode, you go up to heaven, you get his autograph, and he says, bye bitch, and you go straight down to hell.
Yes.
Why do you hate the microwave so much? No, I love the microwave. God, the microwave is wonderful for reheating already cooked food. Or stuff like popcorn and things like that. But you do not microwave meat. You don't do it. Raw meat. You do not microwave raw meat. Full stop. You might, like, you can, to de-thaw it. To thaw it, rather, not de-thaw. Fucking retard. To thaw it.
Freeze it in the
But
microwave.
it is just infinitely safer just to put it in the fridge. Or buy a new one and put the other one in the fridge for a later date. You experienced food poisoning when you accidentally ate a raw portion of roasted chicken? Yeah.
KFC gave me food poisoning and I didn't like it.
The only restaurant to have given me food poisoning was in Dunedin at a place called Del Sol, and every time someone tells me they're going to Dunedin, I tell them, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. Why do you think, Dylan? What do you think they used to cook their food? Or to reheat their food that wasn't fully cooked, huh? How do you think they thawed their food, Dylan? You know, what caused 157 of our students to get food poisoning because every single one of us ordered the chicken burrito? You want to know what they did? They microwaved it to thaw it, but it cooked a little bit of it, and then they cooked it, not fully, by the way, it was still kind of cold in the middle.
Yeah. Perhaps they just used a magnifying glass in the sun to cook their chicken.
It was night time.
Now that's where their problem was.
Fuck. No, like, I understand the concept behind microwaving to thaw something, but it's just not as safe as just putting it in the fridge. If you don't have a fridge, but you do have a freezer, then, I mean, at the end of the day, that's your option. I understand. A lot of foods can be cooked from frozen as well, something to note. The texture isn't going to be as good, that's for sure. It's definitely an unpleasant texture, but it is safe and it is something you can do. Here to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, you can in fact cook a frozen steak from being frozen without thawing it. It's just not as good.
Yeah.
McDonald's in my country, when it was first open, it served half raw fried chicken. Woof! Like Mr. Beast, his food chain. Remember that? One of the customers got a raw chicken.
I honestly don't know how my microwave works with its defrost setting. You're supposed to literally put it in, or what I've been shown to do is you put it in a thing with cold water and you put it in on a defrost setting. I don't know how that works. It just kind of does.
What a defrost setting does? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like you put it in with submerged in cold water and defrosted.
Yeah, well, here's the basic gist of it. When you put it in with cold water, you are preventing the chicken from heating up too quickly. That's what the cold water is for. That's why you don't go with hot water. You prevent the chicken from heating up too quickly, and therefore you prevent the chicken from cooking. The defrost setting itself is pretty much just a periodic on, off, on, off, on, off of the microwave to safely heat up the water inside the bowl, and therefore the chicken as well.
Alright, fair enough.
When you bit into a chicken, it was still raw as fuck.
Went outside to the coop, I bit right into that chicken. It still had feathers and everything. I go fresh.
Yeah. I know so
Someone
much
got
about
nothing on
cooking
me.
because of all of the fucking shit I watch on it.
Subway
I'm
thinks
happy to
they're
have
eating
the knowledge.
fresh.
It's not a TED Talk, it's basic advice. Especially because some of you are pretty close to moving out of home if you haven't already. And there are just some things you need to know before you go flatting or move into a new house by yourself, without your family. Something really cool you can do, if you like using fresh veggies, but you bought too much and you're like, oh, they're all going soft, don't throw them out. Freeze them. It sounds like a basic fucking idea, but I didn't even think about doing that until recently. Even today, I threw out 3 soft carrots because I was like, well, I'm not going to eat these, and then I realized what I'd done, but I'm not going to go around digging through my green bin to get those fucking carrots because that's disgusting. So...
Your veggies too soft, put them in the freezer, pull them out the next day, they'll be hard as a rock.
Like me. No, so I often, because of the fact that I don't make much money, well, okay, if I told you that I make $619 a week, you would be like, that's a lot of fucking money. Until you realize that's minimum wage and everything costs a buttload of money. So, like I said, rent is $200. My fine, not my debt, what's it called? My loan is $100 a week, and so on and so forth. Things cost a lot of money. And our food is expensive too, now especially our produce, and especially where I work, because we sell to an upper class market, and I don't have time to go anywhere else. So I shop at my work, and my work is expensive. So what we do is we have a small shelf with 4 or 5 layers. One open layer because it is, like I said, very small, so you can actually, most people are like maybe boob height, maybe, with the top of the shelf.
You're done?
Shut up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Shut up, Jesse.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm hard. And what? Um, no, so there's like all these different specials, and you've got some fruit, but usually it's more veggies. So what I did was I got a half head of cauliflower, which we sell for $2.99 all the time, all year round. Sometimes up it to $3 or $4.99, depending on the availability of cauliflower, which is almost never low, but sometimes, you know. I just realized that my game chat, my chat hasn't been working.
Oof.
Well, that's lame. Okay, well, I'll fix that next time. Am I a trap? Nah, gee, I wish. Wish I had that big dick. Nah, we just have this big inside joke that I have a massive cock that reaches to the sun and back. So
Yes.
it's like
Joke.
black because of the sun, and then like big spikes and stuff on it. It's been a thing since I was 16. Yeah, joke. No, so I got half a head of cauliflower, and I got the biggest one because it's $2.99, set price, not per kilo or per pound or whatever. So you always get the biggest one you can find if you want to be cost effective. For this specifically, if you are one person feeding one person and you don't have a freezer or anything like that, buy the smaller one, because otherwise you're going to be wasting a lot of food. Pro tip. But if you do have a freezer and you can afford a pack of freezer bags, usually buy the large ones so that you can store more in them, and also the very small ones, which I have, do not store much, and it would just be a waste of plastic and a waste of time. You buy the big freezer bags and you get some broccoli. Some of ours is cheap, put on special. Ours wasn't last time, so I just bought the full head. We have 89-cent corn at the moment, and then on special we had courgettes, 3 of them for 99 cents, which is about $4 cheaper than normal. Then I had a massive thing of baby carrots. It was massive because I work in the produce department. I can make it as full as I want. But I upped the price because I realized I was putting an excessive amount in it. So I was just like, whatever, I'll just bump the price up a little bit. So, and if I had waited one more day, it could have been 99 cents, by the way. But instead I paid $2.49. I was a little gutted, a little bit, but not too much. $2.49 is no big deal. Still had some leftover carrots in the fridge, some baby ones, and then I also got 2 big bunches of rainbow carrots and we had some king sweetie, which is like a long sweet pepper, kind of like a bell pepper but long and sweeter. On special again, 99 cents for 2, so I got 2 packets of that. And you can literally it's cheaper than buying frozen veggies, unless you just buy the pea and corn, or just the corn, or, you know, the really, really shit cheap ones that were sourced from Asia and covered in pesticides, kind of thing, you know? And just taste a lot worse and have been all around the world, and just it's carbon wastage and things like that. Or you can get locally sourced fruit and veggies, cut them up yourself, takes about an hour of your time, and it preps you for a month. So I filled 2 big freezer bags full of those, as well as about 5 small ones for mini portions, so that I can have a set amount per thing, and that's a really good way to set out your meal plan. Hey, if you want any flatting tips, I'm your gal, because I've been doing it for a while, and it's harder than you'd think. For example, don't even waste fast food. If you are broke as fuck and you have fast food, put that shit in the fridge, please.
Yes. Why would anyone
Planting
waste that?
vegetables in your backyard is a good way. Yes, and that is so good because those are automatically organic as well. And I'm not here like, organic is best, ooh, but at the end of the day, pesticides do lower your life expectancy. If you want to live a long life, you don't want a lot of pesticides in your food. A lot of things that you can peel and everything, you'll be fine. Carrots, potatoes, all that stuff, as long as you don't intend to eat the peel, you'll be okay. I do like to, though, so I prefer if my lovely vegetables come with a side of being organic. That is a nice benefit. I'm not fussy on it, but it's a nice benefit. If you can grow them all yourself, that's even better. I grow my own chives and basil, and it is just kind of fun to see it every week and be like, here's some water, little baby.
You know what? I'm gonna just say I myself am a bit of a rebel. I once bought an apple from the store, didn't even wash it once before I ate it. I've got about 3 years left to live now.
Grapes can grow in a lot of places. You don't actually need a specific temperature to grow grapes. Just a season, I guess. We had grapes that wrapped around our entire fence line, and then my neighbor slash landlord's entire fence line and the sleep out, and then all the way around the back of the property. And our property was pretty big, because like he didn't charge us very much, and he owned the house, so it wasn't really a big deal. And it grew a lot of grapes, a lot of them. When Dill moves here, and wherever we go, if we stay here, if we move, we have our own house. I do plan to have my own garden.
Yeah.
Perpetual summer. Oh, then grapes are gonna go great there, dude.
Yeah, my old house used to have grapes growing on the fence, and they were like really good green grapes. And then a few years ago, turns out we discovered here our neighbors have the same kind of grapes growing just over the fence. So after several years of not knowing what kind of grapes those even were or where to get them, the neighbors at both houses I've lived in just happened to have them growing.
Yeah.
And not even as like they planted it or anything. They've just kind of always been there, and anyone's free to pick them.
Yeah, that's neat. Basically Stardew Valley, but in real life, hell yeah. I'd love to have a glass house. That is the overall goal, is to have a glass house so I can grow hot peppers all year round. Be able to make my sauce, maybe sell it. Or just because I like peppers, you know? Or just for fun, honestly. Like, just going to my little pots, saying hello. I give my, I always check up on my chives because they're a little finicky. My basil is just like, yeah, let's fucking go! But my chives are a little bit wilty most of the time. And they require a lot more water. Even though they're a plant that is typically supposed to be a lot drier. So I have to water them a lot and a lot more frequently than my chives. I always go up to them, I give them a little pat, and I touch them, make sure they feel okay. And the more I've done that, this is going to sound really strange, but the more I've done the whole like touching them, talking to them, and everything, the more they seem to respond, and the healthier they seem to get. Whereas when I was just watering them, leaving them alone, they didn't seem to be doing too well. Like the basil was still sprouting really well and it was still growing, but nowhere near to the extent that it does now. Nowhere near. And usually when it gets as big as it is, it's supposed to grow slower.
Touching them gives it the illusion of a slight breeze blowing them around, which... having them in motion, it encourages growth, just like when you are an athletic child or something. And,
I think it seems more like, to me, it's like a stimulation. You're kind of touching things, and it's probably activating some kind of chemical in the plant skin and its cells, and that is... maybe it's the salt in the sweat or something, but it's like it's helping them kind of grow stronger and grow taller or something like that. Basic chemistry, biology 101 stuff.
And then
that I imagine maybe could be caused by a breeze, especially if your breeze comes off of your ocean quite nearby. Maybe it is the salt thing.
And then the talking thing, when you speak to it, it gives it bonus carbon dioxide, which helps it grow by having more to breathe.
Could be. Or it could just be that plants respond to stimuli. Because I think I looked it up, and it's definitely a reported thing. Not necessarily confirmed, but a lot of people, like, swear by it. Like, if you talk to your plants, you sing to it, you touch them gently, and you communicate with them, they seem to grow a lot better. Now, that could just be a coincidence, but it's happened to so many people that it almost seems like it is correlation, causation, connected.
Would it make it? Would it be just as effective if you were to just straight up verbally assault your plants and kind of slap the leaves around a little?
I don't think so. At least the second part, I don't know. It could be like a dog where you can say literally anything to it, but as long as your tone is happy, it's all good.
And I don't mean like slapping them around like hard enough to knock a leaf off or anything. I just mean like, when someone's just like, "Huh, you got a problem? Huh? What's up? You got a problem?" What if you're doing that to your plant 24/7?
I would imagine that would cause a very negative issue, as you would be kind of putting pressure on the plant stem. And if you're poking at the leaves, they're going to become weaker. Touch them where? All over. I think that should conclude it. I've gone on enough rambles and
Yes.
everything about plants and stuff. Oh, okay, fuck you.
No, I'm just saying because the stream has been going for 3.5 hours. I thought it had only been one.
Shut up. Thank you for listening. I like to talk to you and everyone about stuff. I like microbiology. Maybe I'll have to rant about that at some point.
Ooh.
English and Shakespeare. And history. Oh, history, yes. Thank you guys for coming along. We're gonna go get food and, be quiet so that Dylan's brother doesn't shove a broomstick up his asshole. Bye bye.
Goodbye.